the ones that love
Lil
niggas.
Nigger.
You hear me call a spade a spade, right?
She's definitely, she has some love for the African community, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day,
you're not black.
You lied. No, it's not even about her not being black. She could be white and support. Exactly. She could have did it as herself, but she didn't.
Do we have her picture? Because if you look at her picture,
she don't look.
helping our cause, like you can't speak up for us, like you know what I'm saying? Why would you exclude people? That's
boy.
You think the civil rights movement was all about black people? It was some white people in the civil rights movement. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah,
and they got killed. They got murdered for being nigga lovers.
Appreciate it. All right, so Joy, who is gay, but
he's. Wait a minute.
You don't have one. Okay, we have. Hold on, wait.
I do, but it's like, how you gonna minutes out there?
I wouldn't
because you were saying like, how you gonna be my friend, whatever. We hypothetical about this, right? Mm-hmm. So say he had a friend who is portraying himself as to be straight.
Yeah.
And then he's doing that and says so they can go in the locker room, get naked, X, Y, and Z, and all that stuff.
Shower time, guys. Shower time.
But you
play football, don't you?
Yeah, I get naked at home with my wife.
Oh, no, y'all don't be at the field.
Gotta wash. Gotta wash.
The scenario is, you know, you have a friend who you believe and he has told you that he is in fact straight. And you guys have that comfortability of like, he ain't checking for me, I ain't checking for him.
I actually do have a couple gay homeboys, but when I met them they was gay niggas. So it's like,
but it's different though.
Yeah,
if he told you he was straight, you not checking for him, he not checking for you, so y'all do things because like of convenience. Like you're not getting naked in front of a man because you want to, it's convenience. Like, let me hurry up and put my shorts on X, Y, and Z, and you feel comfortable in doing so, and then now he has exposed himself to be a gay guy, you feel some type of way, so you might counsel him in a certain limitation, you know.
Yeah. But I'm not counseling him because he's gay. I'm counseling him
because of the deception.
Yeah,
right?
There's a deception,
so,
not because
so
he's
we
gay.
say Rachel.
So with Rachel, we counsel this.
You look like a nigga.
Period. I'm a nigga. And growing up, that was like a word that we could use, but we couldn't cuss. So we said nigga all the time.
Because that was our thing, yeah.
It's just what it was.
Yeah.
And I now have friends that don't want me to use that word around them. So I'm like, nigga, come on.
Shut up.
No. I mean, if I want to value the friendship, I respect the fact that they don't want me to use nigga. I use it.
I got homegirls like that.
Come on now. You know I don't use
like,
that.
You know how you say bitch? You say bitch and stuff like that? That'd be offensive to like a lot of shit.
You know, bro, you know how many times it is always outside of Florida.
Yeah.
If a chick that either lived in Florida or is in Florida, you go to be like, damn, bitch, she ain't gonna say nothing. As soon as I moved out here, I be like, damn, bitch, I am not a bitch. I'm like, look, I'm from Florida.
Like I'm
bold enough to call you a bitch.
A lot of people in California, when I moved out here, I realized they don't like nigga. Like you said, they don't like certain words. And it's like you gotta like desensitize yourself.
And how ironic is that? Because they was the same niggas that was in the South with us, migrated to the West, start being with these white folks and start acting uppity.
And switched it up.
Now you don't want to say nigga because you ain't want to be associated with niggas. Nah, nigga, you still a nigga.
It is what it is.
Still nigga.
What Jay-Z say?
Still nigga.
Do you see her as an ally or no?
No.
You don't see her as an ally.
Bella don't see nobody as an ally.
So why would you not see her as an ally? If she was like devoted her life.
So why would I see her as an ally?
That's deep. So that's not even a counsel for you. It's just it don't matter to you. Irrelevant. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I feel like that's a difference. But you know what I'm saying? Because like, remember the guy from Kramer? The Kramer died from Seinfeld.
I'm not gonna lie.
Remember he that nigga on stage or something?
Yeah, he went on stage and said, if this was back in the day, you niggas be hanging from trees. He said some shit like that.
That's
like,
what he said?
It was hard for me to cancel him because I wasn't going to no show anyway. Like, I was never going to watch nothing he was in. Like,
oh, you weren't watching it?
Fuck
I love Seinfeld.
I never fucked with Kramer like that.
I liked him.
He was always corny to me. You know what I'm saying? Seinfeld was a funny guy. To this day, Jerry Seinfeld
to be honest,
is a funny guy. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't care about any white people that get canceled.
Why is that?
I don't like white people.
That's deep.
Like that.
Jesus Christ.
I don't.
Jesus Christ.
I like the couple white people like I grew up with.
Okay. So you like some white people?
Yeah, I like some white people.
So if you encounter a Caucasian, a caucus.
The caucus mountains.
Not the caucus, bitch.
You don't like any of them. Because I'm sure you've worked with some. I'm sure.
100%.
But my thing is, my point being is, like, typically white people that's getting canceled, I wasn't paying attention to none of their work anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
So, like, but you start talking about R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, we gonna get there.
Yeah, I understand, but like when niggas bring them people, I'm like, hold on, nigga, because I used to
calm down, right? Calm down, man.
Because what did they do?
They
but did he mean it though?
Sean beat your meat Watson. What did he do?
So speaking of that, it's a gentleman named Sean King. Do you guys know the history of the background of Sean King?
No.
He white too.
Tell us.
Black.
So are we canceling Rachel?
Okay, yeah, we gotta get there.
We gotta vote. We got 4 people.
Are we voting?
I'm saying no.
Yeah, cancel it. I don't give a fuck.
All right, cancel. 2 cancels.
Okay, let's raise it up.
Okay.
Are we canceling?
I'm no.
I'll cancel her. I'm canceling.
Because she don't do nothing but work at the NAACP. What she gonna do? Work at Walmart?
She ain't hurting me none.
Okay, I'm canceling her because if she really about the cause,
she ain't hurting me none.
Listen.
Okay, so
I'm canceling her because if she's really about the cause, she's still gonna do the thing.
She gonna do what she gotta do.
Okay, but she's still canceled with me.
Okay.
Because you're not black, man.
That's fine.
And you don't want.
She gotta find out to be white. She did shit for no sense.
All I know is I just seen Black Panther 2 and it's a colonizer in there and he was trying his best to help us. Even though
relax, man.
I'm just saying she the nigga from Black Panther.
Hey, since she got caught,
she trying.
Nigga, she ain't did shit for nigga since.
How you know?
Nigga.
Exactly. I don't know.
Talked about it.
Okay, so canceling, yes.
Y'all canceled it 3-1. 3-1.
Okay,
all right.
Cool, let's move.
All right, Sean King. Sean King is clearly not the blackest dude in the world.
Black? He is black though.
He is.
Yeah, little nigga in him.
Yes.
Still nigga.
Yeah.
He ain't. That's a white man.
All right, can you give us the background on why we should be canceling Sean King?
He ain't got no mic.
I only know him to be a political head.
So he's been political.
Okay, yeah.
But he's been capitalizing off of black death.
Okay.
And that's all he does.
Black what?
Okay.
You mean growing his platform by reporting on black people?
According to Producer Black, Sean King has been promoting himself and monetizing himself off of black death. A lot of black leaders too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know his history enough to cancel. I don't know his history enough to cancel him, to be honest with you.
To be honest, I wouldn't cancel him simply because the people that's watching him ain't whites. It's blacks. So if we support them, it's our fault.
But what about Rachel though? Because we were supporting Rachel.
Because we thought you were black. This nigga didn't say he was black.
She actually worked for the NAACP though.
He ain't never said he was though.
He ain't not black.
Yeah, he did.
There's some nigga in there.
He left it up to your own interpretation. She literally said my mama and daddy is black. Her white parents had to come out and say, that's my baby.
What's his name?
Sean King. Can't tell who his parents are.
I wouldn't need my daddy.
The hairline say that he
real Jalen Rose with their hairline.
Black off of that hairline.
Yeah.
He black.
He got a tad bit of black in him. Pause.
No doubt about it. You don't have to pause that. He no doubt about it. He is. No, but
49% European.
Not 40.
of like not caring enough. No, I just don't care that much. Because I'm gonna say this: if you are trying to push the agenda and trying to get us at some point, like
that's what Rachel was doing.
That's why I didn't cancel Rachel. I didn't. I'm the type of nigga like
what
this.
What Rachel doing?
Because there's a lot of black people that ain't helping black people. You know what I'm saying?
And what he doing?
He not in the
NAACP.
And what positive is he doing for niggas?
Ain't he some kind of writer?
So why not cancel him?
He capitalizing because he wrote because niggas is down in Chicago. He wrote and y'all niggas went and read it and y'all want to get mad at the nigga for doing it. Niggas was down in Chicago.
I'm not counseling nobody that's trying to help.
I just said cancel her because she's lying.
That's just me though.
Black.
I don't deny it. We need as much help as we can fucking get.
I got a question. I do got a question.
Is he canceled or not?
Okay, is he canceled or not? I don't know this man. I feel sorry for this man.
I feel sorry for this man.
I don't know this man, but I'm not gonna cancel him.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know this man. I don't know this man.
We tried to cancel Rachel because she said she was black.
Yeah.
Is we gonna cancel Robert Downey Jr. for playing a whole black man in the movie?
will never cancel that.
Hey, he was the dude.
I will never cancel that. I will never cancel that. Look, you can call me a coon. Look, you can call me a coon all you want to.
I like him.
When it comes to comedy, funny is fucking funny.
Right.
You can kiss my ass. All y'all since played a mentally ill person, mentally challenged person, and that got all the backdraft. He was like, it was so crazy because that's the shit that people really was mad about. That he played like, he was like, you make my eyes rain. He was like playing like a super slow dude, and he was going too far with that shit. The people was more mad about that than Robert Downey Jr. playing a black dude because it was ironic that they picked him for that role. Because if you know anything about Hollywood, they always picking white people to play like Asian people, black people. Like they always picking white people to play everything but what they are, right? It'd be my fight. It'd be Sons of Egypt, and it'd be white dudes playing the Sons of Egypt. So they was kind of, it was a spoof. If you can read through between the lines, you know what I'm saying?
It was 1,000% a spoof.
Yeah. So I didn't think that was really. I think they was making fun of Hollywood, if anything else. But with Sean King, I don't know, man. He ain't enough for me to cancel. I put him in the category of.
All right, so canceling him or no?
You canceling him?
I don't care.
You in I don't care mode?
No.
Hey, something.
That's Tory.
That's Tory's mom.
So we got two I don't cares.
I don't see him no reason to cancel him because what he just told you niggas is dying. He ain't killing niggas.
So
he ain't killing it.
Okay, so no for you. 2 no's. What about you?
That's a no for me.
It's a no for me for sure.
So Sean King, he survived it.
I don't even know that man.
All right, so Sean King. Okay.
Not canceling
so the next one,
What's his handle so I can follow him though?
he be saying some deep ass shit to be honest with you.
Oh, is it bad?
Candace Owens is next.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I really want 3 bitches from Southeast to beat her up.
Hey,
she ain't got no.
You go first because I got my shit to say about Candace Owens.
Let me tell you something about this bitch.
Okay, here we go.
I'm not gonna say bitch.
Right.
I'm gonna say bitch.
You said it.
Let me tell you something about Candace Owens, man. The reason why it's so upsetting to me because I could genuinely feel like she don't agree with the shit she's saying. She just saying the shit because the people that pay her paychecks
she a fucking
like to
shock
hear
job.
She prefers to be the
She a fucking shock job.
I'm like, come on, bro. You ain't even the coonest of the coon got a little bit of nigga in them.
Still nigga.
Still nigga.
At some point, something gonna hurt you.
Something's gonna hurt you.
She ain't got no bottom.
And I don't think she understand. I don't think she understand the fact that at the end of the day, if it does come down to who go to their side, they gonna put you on your side. I'm telling you, when the big house on fire, when the big house on fire, who master getting out first? Not you.
She a comfort girl. She a comfort girl. What they call them in the slave days.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
She says the right thing for the right people who support her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's one of those opportunist things that she does. Like, I mean, some of the things that she says may have some like
validity,
bearing or legitimacy to it, but it's like, why are you broadcasting in the way that you do, like to try and demean or defame our people? Like, there's a way to deliver information. It's being wise with wisdom, right? Okay, you can have this wisdom and feel that we are doing things that are not appropriate at X, Y, and Z, but how you deliver it, like, our people, da, 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 like, I don't even know if that bitch say our people.
She don't.
I don't think she does. She does. When she speaks, she already cuts the line. She cuts the line from it's a us and a them.
She picked
as
the side,
if she is on the other side.
Right.
But it's different when you have wisdom and you want to speak to us as a people, and you say, "Hey, we," as a collective. But she doesn't even talk that way. So it's very like, I want to hear what she has to say because I'm not closed-minded. I want to hear the opposing arguments when something arises. But it's like I cringe when I like try to listen to her.
That's a
because
good word.
It's like I cringe like who is she talking about? Like this bitch ain't black as fuck. She's the same color as me. Like, it's so crazy to hear her speak.
Yeah,
like, what are you even talking about?
Joy, you want to get back in?
Yeah, my problem is with her is as a nigga that's really like in the streets trying to help black people and black and brown people literally. How are you going to criticize when you ain't did nothing? You ain't handed out a blanket, a plate, helped a child, anything. So you gonna go across the street and pillow talk with these crackers about what's going on in the black community, but you ain't even over here trying to help. You just over here telling, oh yeah, they got this fucked up and this fucked up, this fucked up. Nigga, you who are you? Like, you ain't gonna help?
Shooting in the gym.
Cause I could easily be like, we got all, I hate that fake woke shit. And that's with anybody. I don't care what color you is.
Fuck with that.
Anything. I hate that fake woke shit.
That shit.
Don't get on here and tell me what's wrong with the black community or in what we need to do, but you ain't in your community trying to implement it. That's with anybody. That shit, and she does that shit. She'll tell you everything what's wrong with the black community, and we'll tell you how to fix it, but won't implement it. None of it.
Ain't got no solutions.
None of it.
That's my biggest problem with all this shit.
I see if she would have been like telling us what's wrong, but you find out like she donates to Boys and Girls Clubs and shit like that. Yeah. Come on, bro. Yeah. Really, you just really like she just as bad as if we gonna go by the same standards of Sean King. She making money on the black people downfall, just pandering it to white folk.
Yeah, she worse. I know she recently did a documentary when she was like exposing like the Black Lives Matter.
I seen that.
You seen this? So you do know something about it. I wanted to come to you, Bella, next on her. What's your opinion on what you know of Candace Owens?
So I don't know too much about her, but I did see that documentary.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Like, to see her speak about the community in that way. I don't know. I really don't even. I don't know. I didn't finish the whole thing. I will say that, but just anybody in general, I feel like if you are, like Joey said, if you're part of our community, then be a part of our community. Yeah. Be a part of the solution. Don't be a part of the problem, because right now you're a part of the problem. You just reiterating what we already know is going on in our community. And like he said, you pandering it to white people, and they don't give a fuck either.
Yeah.
Okay.
That word.
You got your words, and but honestly, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't help. It doesn't assist. It doesn't uplift. She may have some valid points at certain points, and she may be right about some things that are going on in the black community, but it's to our detriment. It's kind of like she's like these niggas basically, these Negroes. It's kind of like that's how she talks.
It's the wrong person.
Some of the stuff she says is very valid.
I can't even say that. Say that.
I will say that. Like listening to her and trying to get the background on Candace Owens and everything like that, I can tell you this. She is intelligent. I will give her that. I won't take that from nobody. I will never tell you. I will never take that from you. But like you said, I think that's what makes it worse.
Yeah.
that you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You know better, and like you said, like sometimes you got to read the room, baby. You know what I'm saying? And she just really bad at reading the room. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't even think that. I think she knows the room.
But
she's read the room. She doesn't.
But that's
care.
what I'm telling you.
It is
because of the intelligence,
care.
because of the intelligence that she does hold, and a lot of the stuff she says has validity. But it's almost like you're attacking us. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like I said,
Controversy brings money.
it's so much controversy you can get into other than Black Lives Matter. Why did you have to go through, put all your energy and time and money into that project when there was so much other shit you could have exposed?
Because only one paying the bills.
You see what I'm saying?
You think them crackers
like you knew where the money was gonna come when she pulled that all white lives matter shit with Kanye. Yeah. She knew what was gonna come behind that. Like again, you're not stupid.
She condemned.
You know what I'm saying?
And they condoned the
she condemned Black Lives, but they was doing it in an ironic way. They said they was trying to make a point, like White Lives Matter, like wow. But in my mind, I'm like, again, you're. It's almost like you're being facetious, and I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with the little smart ass. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, if she's canceled, it's a big yes for me.
So let's do it.
I don't fuck with Candace
Let's bring
Owens.
that shit to a vote.
I can't stand her.
Is she canceled?
So is she canceled?
In my opinion, Candace Owens is a
Raise
big
your hand
cancel
if
for
the
me.
bitch is canceled.
I don't want to buy nothing she write.
Raise your hand.
The
big
big
raise.
cancel. She canceled big time.
I will never support nothing Candace Owens does. She can change her whole
forehead,
persona.
her platform. She canceled.
All that.
All right,
All that.
Who next?
Monkey, motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Coon.
That was
we
a
gonna
bit.
say
That was
coon.
that was a bit much.
She can't be a monkey. She can be cool.
Oh, we coming in hot. K. Really? Do you mind?
No.
Okay, it's controversial in the Black community.
Very much so.
Because is he canceled or is his is he canceled but his music is not? Because
Bella, you can go first. Bella, you go first. Spit that gospel.
Listen, I'm gonna be like transparent moment.
Spit that gospel.
Sex on the
We still be listening to his music.
Who? About a stove.
I ain't gonna incriminate my folks, but we still be listening to his music.
Okay.
And I feel like in the African American community, we still listen to him. Now there are people that are offended, so we do ask like, you know,
is it okay?
Is this okay? Is this gonna offend anybody, or we can change it because it's not that real to be like, oh well, bitch, you gotta leave. You know, like it's not that serious. But I do feel like this is a big topic simply because people be not condoning what he did. They don't condone the act. But they still listen to his music, which is
sensitive,
which does give him plays, which does give him money.
That nigga still broke.
I think.
What else spending on noodles?
Yeah.
I know he in jail.
Commissary lit.
Commissary right.
Commissary lit. They took his commissary money, by the way. So y'all know. What you say?
I don't believe in canceling him.
Hey, R. Kelly?
At all.
Let's talk about it.
Because he pissed on a girl 20-something years ago and we all knew and seen it. Y'all waited till these little kids grew up. Let me finish.
Ain't no statute of limitations.
Y'all waited till these little kids that grew up to be 19, 20 years old made a documentary to tell y'all again that he pissed on some kids. And now y'all want to be outraged.
That's not
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. People didn't know.
I got a story. I'm going to tell my story later.
Exactly.
People didn't know.
So let's come to the point.
Aaliyah, we knew.
Why,
that's what I'm saying.
Why
Very
is
clear.
everybody counseling R. Kelly? Is it because of that situation or other situations? Or the accumulation of
I
other
feel like
situations?
Because he's a monster.
No, not even just that. A predator.
I didn't watch the
That's what I'm saying.
Surviving R. Kelly.
A nigga is a monster.
No, he
Okay,
is.
hold on, wait. I'm gonna play the dumb person. Like,
Okay, let's
why?
do
You don't even know the whole time people.
You don't know that.
Why would he whole time?
But no, like literally, why are we canceling him? Why is everyone canceling him? Is it because of the one situation or a series of situations?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Or it's like
I don't even think that.
Yeah.
It's just because it goes back to what Joey said. Basically, we are in a what is the word for it?
Woke
culture.
Just the
Cancel
era.
culture. Cancel culture.
We're in the middle of cancel culture.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
now, it is very popular to say, "Oh, that nigga canceled."
You gotta pick
it
sides.
just is.
You gotta pick sides.
Ultimately, right now,
but why?
They're making a divide. That's just
they're
what
making
it
a
is.
divide because he had previous like situations that were controversial.
There were some recent.
People
there
25 and up gonna fuck with R. Kelly.
No, but there was recent cases as well. Where girls, there were recent cases.
Yeah.
Right before he got caught and went to jail and stuff, he had recent cases of underage girls.
Still doing this shit?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, I ain't saying he shouldn't be in
I'm
jail.
gonna say
He's sick.
Bill
That's
So
all
I'm gonna say this. I've had like people in my family or people I've known that are older. I like to talk to older people. I love talking to older people because they give you a lot of freaking information and insight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And older people feel like R. Kelly was, I guess, maybe like them in their time. What I'm saying is they didn't feel anything was wrong with them pursuing a younger woman.
They fuck with younger chicks back then.
So when we say we want to counsel R. Kelly or people who do the same thing, we're talking about we're counseling because of societal norms. Like in cultures outside of U.S. culture, it's okay to marry someone who is 14, 15, 16.
Very true.
Your
That's
family
very true.
even like celebrates it or sells you to the individual who you are going to marry who is older in age because they want you to be a more stable individual with that person, whatever the case may be for the cultures, right? And so I mean, a lot of men are, they're my family, you know what I'm saying? They want to get a younger woman. I know the age difference. Even my mother has a age difference with her husband, you know what I'm saying? And I don't see anything wrong with that in the sense like, not that she was 16 and he was 20, but obviously like she was like 30 and he was like 40, that kind of thing, right?
Well, I want to say
so we don't see anything wrong with the age difference when it comes to older age, but we want to counsel R. Kelly, and that's okay to counsel him because it's based upon our views and stuff like that. But like you said, Bella, black people, we want to differentiate. Are we counseling him as a person? Are we counseling him in regards to his music?
Okay, so
That's
shout out to Robert Camp. Robert Camp just said separate the artist from the person?
Exactly.
And I am behind him 100%. Bella, I want you to get into what you was gonna say.
I want to piggyback off what you were saying, because just because something is a cultural norm or societal norm doesn't make it okay. Right. That doesn't mean it's right. When they was marrying all 14-year-olds, that don't mean that's okay for you to be marrying your child off. She's a child. That's what she is. She's a kid. So exactly. People evolve, times change, different things happen, and you gotta roll with the times. So I do know a lot of old men that, you know,
it ain't right.
It ain't right. I do know a lot of old men back in the community, you know, that was pulling up on the young girls and stuff like that, picking them up from school and different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say?
Niggas hate them niggas,
competition.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
With a nigga with a car?
Yeah.
You can't. But not even just high school. I'm talking about old niggas. Like old men. Like you old.
What age you
praying
I got a
on
story after
14,
this.
15-year-olds.
I got a story
and
after
ultimately, that's disgusting. You're nasty. That is something that...
Don't stare at me when you say that.
Joey ain't nasty, y'all.
But I just feel like when it comes to this topic... There is cut and dry.
Yes.
It really is.
Agreed.
It's just cut and dry. Like, these are children and you're not. And that's it. And and R. Kelly is not trying to marry these women. It's not even like he's like, this is a cultural thing. I want to marry a young woman.
I think he loved Aaliyah.
And all this other stuff.
He did marry
With the exception of Aaliyah. But ultimately, he's not marrying these women. He is attracted to children.
Younger
and that is
women.
an illness.
Yes.
That's an illness.
Sickness. Cringeworthy.
You know what?
Cringeworthy.
No,
Cringeworthy.
Bella, I want to say this
Go ahead,
because it's crazy. Because I remember in high school, I was a late bloomer. We ain't gotta worry about that. But nonetheless, like when I was a senior in high school, Pretty Ricky. Y'all remember Pretty Ricky?
Yes.
Their songs were very much so
Sexual.
very sexual. Grinding on me and all this other stuff. I wanna sex you and shit like that, right? Their songs were very sexual, and they came to our school. They came in their little cars and whatnot they had, and they pulled up to the little school parking. I went to Central High School.
Stop being fast.
Went to Central High School, and I'm not gonna lie, Ronell can attest. The school was very ratchet. It was not a school where you wore a uniform, you wore whatever, and you had to have the best of everything. Your shit had to be orange. You had to have the next best name brand on, right?
Yeah.
The women. well, they were women to me, but the girls there, they were wearing heels and the motherfucking the ball jewelry and shit to school. And they were doing that. So when the Pretty Ricky came, I don't remember the time frame. It was like 2006, 7 or whatever. Pretty Ricky was old as fuck. Technically,
like 20s.
They were in their 20s.
Yeah.
They were in their late 20s, maybe early 20s, mid 20s or whatever. And the girls from high school were like trying to get them to be attracted to them, so they were doing whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And now that I reflect on that, it was like something that was normal. Like, oh, you want the hottest guy. Yeah. And Pretty Ricky was the hottest group that was out at the time. And I know that was fucked up. But like, am I going to cancel Pretty Ricky at this point?
I mean, they weren't trying to fuck him either.
Okay, it's Pretty Ricky. They probably
one or two of them. You don't know.
They was trying to fuck.
All right, so I got a quick background story. I got a quick background story. Real quick on the comments. Shout out to Rob. Rob said, age of consent is literally a thing. So like in some states, even now in 2023, y'all need to look at y'all state laws. In some states that allow you to marry at like fucking 16. Like
the
no cap.
other side of that, if the law said age of consent was 35,
right?
Would we be saying the same
exactly? We would be saying the same thing. I agree with you 1,000%. Like I got a quick story real quick, and this is so funny that we talking about this because one of my partners, shout out to my partner Travis, he posted a stat saying that he just talked to, I'm saying names today, so he just talked to this gentleman who coached me in basketball and baseball growing up in Roosevelt High School, St. Louis, Missouri, and rumors was going around that this certain coach used to fuck with young girls. I'm saying it live. Like, this nigga used to fuck with young girls. It was a rumor, but it got confirmed as the years went on. Now we grown as fuck. This is 20 years later, no cap. So, like, it's been confirmed that a lot of these girls now speaking out about it clearly, and we can't just think all of them lying. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So, he said something about he wanted to throw something, and in the comment section, this literally just happened last night. He posted this. And I woke up today to see the comment section. There's so many girls that went to school with me that's calling this nigga out. And it's like, why the fuck will we ever go to anything he's throwing? You know what I'm saying? Again, he's canceled. So this cancel shit don't just happen on a celebrity level. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to say that because it happens in real life to regular people. Yeah. Like once you got a certain reputation, one of the reputations you can't have is touching girls. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't fuck with black. I don't know what it is about us. We don't fuck with that for real. Like it's something about that makes you seem like a monster.
But everybody got an uncle that do it.
Before we dive into that, like okay, so
it happened to the people in our family, and we don't fuck with that because we don't talk about it as much, so it stays dormant in us. So when we see it in real time, we really sensitive about that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Before we go into that, like it's kind of on the same. I would say it was on the same level as R. Kelly. Like we never said as a group, whether or not we counseling him before we go to the civilian, like the regular folk, our regular, are we counseling R. Kelly? And do we want to even? Okay, so let's split it.
Yeah.
Are we counseling R. Kelly as a person? And then we can do that vote. We can do that vote, and then we'll cancel. Are we counseling R. Kelly in his music?
You gotta cancel him as a person.
So we can do separate votes.
Music for me is me having a daughter and I listen to his music.
Yeah, it sounds weird. It's crazy.
So he said. You as a father, and you know what I'm saying.
Who is he singing a song about?
So Ronell said that.
Shout out to Ronell. Y'all can't hear him right now, but Ronell in the background said as being a father, having a daughter, when he listens to his music, it's something about it that don't sit right in him. So you canceling him as a musician as well.
Hey, say that.
Okay, I'm asking.
Because certain songs
he questions who he's talking about. He questions who he's talking about.
In my head, when I listen to it, I say, he could be singing about a child. Ain't no reason for me to listen to this guy.
When he said, "Seems like you're ready,"
it seemed like he was talking about.
I could have sworn you were ready.
No, he's singing it good, nigga. Damn.
But you know what I'm saying though? That shit get in you though because it's still good. It's good music, but it's so cringy. It's so cringy. When that nigga said, "Your body is my playground," you're like, whoa. Listen to it now as a grown man, you be like, fuck.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a DJ and I play what I play every Friday night. Joey.
R. Kelly.
Every Friday night I play R&B. I have never played any R. Kelly.
Is that intentionally?
But
is he canceled?
It's not a personal thing. It's a public thing. For me personally, I'm gonna be honest with y'all on live. I don't play him on the radio on purpose. Because I'm respectful of those who could have been molested. Could have been in that position where they have to deal with that trauma of a grown man taking advantage of them and manipulating them. into something nipping into some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
What?
But my point of saying that is like you gotta understand it ain't about you sometimes. Sometimes people really take that shit to heart and you gotta be respectful of that. So as a DJ, I don't play R. Kelly on my show.
Yeah.
And it's been plenty of times, trust me, I want to play something if a woman's fed up. Like
I think R. Kelly deserves a separate poll. Like,
I'll play him in my house.
Wait, R. Kelly deserves a separate poll, and maybe any other musician that may come up in our cancelization poll, right?
Yeah.
So
we didn't do Michael Jackson, by the way.
We can do
Michael Jackson didn't do it.
We canceled him too?
No, we didn't do him for a reason.
Michael Jackson
I
didn't
don't
do
think
it.
nobody has canceled Michael Jackson.
But
we ain't doing
like I said, hold on.
She said, I don't care what he did.
So
No, but nigga came out and said he didn't do it.
He made Thriller. You can't do that. Huh?
So can we run two separate polls for R. Kelly? Can we go around and are we canceling him as a person and then come back and
As an
say,
artist?
can we cancel him as an artist?
I think I know how it's gonna play out if we do it that way.
Let's do it.
Person yes, artist no.
Person yes, artist no.
I'm gonna say person yes, artist no.
Neither.
Wow.
Neither.
He not
You gonna say
canceling
that as a
nobody.
person? So you don't.
So you let him babysit your kids?
No, I never.
Hey,
To be fair, I won't let y'all babysit my kids.
I feel like Joey has
I
a
let
statute
go.
of limitations
Yeah.
in his own
I was gonna
mind.
say.
That
No,
this
it's
shit
more so
expired.
because my whole life, because I'm younger than most of y'all, all
okay.
y'all.
Yeah. You're
Actually.
not that young.
We
You
already
trying to
knew
make
the
yourself
nigga was
seem
like
super
that.
young. You right next to us, nigga.
But all my whole life, he been fucking kids, and we all knew it.
My whole life too.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because why would I wait till some other people say I'm not a
So
father?
you cool?
You gonna
when
let me
he did.
finish?
You cool?
Let
You
him
know
go
what I'm
ahead.
saying?
Go ahead now.
You gonna let me finish?
Go ahead.
Because we've been saying I believe I can fly since the 90s, and y'all know he'll pissing on kids. Why would you wait till now to be outraged?
I think it's because when you know better, you do better.
I knew better then. I knew it was wrong. We all knew it was wrong.
But you still was believing you could fly.
Thank you.
I mean, that's your opinion.
I don't. And then on top of that, it's about my personal life.
Yeah.
I don't
it's your
personally
opinion.
care about R. Kelly as a person. His music, fire. Never cancel his music.
Nigga,
but
music
I don't.
hard. I ain't gonna
I don't care about him enough.
TP2 hard as hell.
I don't care about him enough. Like I ain't like, damn, free my nigga Kels.
No.
No.
No, you can
He
bury
deserved to
him in that
be,
motherfucker.
He deserved to be in jail
Yeah.
and sitting there for the rest of his life for the shit he did.
Okay.
He's that alone makes him canceled. Cause what else is he making?
Right.
I get that. That
I'm
makes
not
sense.
with a cancel. I only cancel niggas that's free and get to have like free time to do shit. This nigga's in prison for the rest of his
Alright, so
life.
speaking of free niggas, you ready? We finna get into the next one. Are you ready, Black? Alright, so let's get into the next one is the baby. So the baby came out, if y'all don't know, in 2021, something like that. He had a concert and he said some shit like, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, you ain't out here giving niggas AIDS or some shit.
Yeah.
He said some super off the wall ignorant ass shit. Basically, on the assumption side of like gay people giving AIDS and sucking dick in the parking lot.
Also just said that fucked Megan Thee Stallion the day before the Tory Lanez shot.
He did what?
Yeah, he did say that.
He fucked
Also
her?
on his latest album said he fucked
fucked-
Megan Thee Stallion before.
What if he
the
did?
day before.
You're not allowed to say that as a man? You can cancel him for that?
He is.
That is pillow
I'm
talk.
just-
I think that's
he
pillow
got
talking. That's
slapped
kinda
for it.
trash.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, he got slapped for that.
Can I-
All right, so the baby seems to have. I'm hearing these rumors about him giving 2-for-1s for his tickets now. Like he's selling his tickets, buy one get one free and shit like that. Is this a true
Not
thing?
BOGO.
I don't know.
He bogo.
It was a rumor. It was.
People turn down his ticket.
People turn down his tickets.
Free, free ticket.
That's deep. And you know what's weird about
What
the
is y'all
baby?
source? I feel like
I don't know. But you gotta where there's smoke, there's usually fire. You know what I'm saying? It could be people trying to cancel him doing that though. You're right. The media crazy.
I cancel.
I don't know. I just feel like that's a little.
They did it to push it too.
You don't think it's true?
I don't think he's giving out tickets, buy one get one free. And I seen the little video about the girl saying like, "Oh, he came to our job and was trying to give us tickets, and we didn't want them, girl." But you still took a video and put it on your on your
popping from him.
TikTok,
Yeah.
and your shit went viral.
Yeah,
so you obviously care about him enough. Like, I don't know. He's
saw-
not canceled to me.
The baby?
You know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say cancel because again, I don't care about the nigga enough. I did used to be like his music until he said the thing about the AIDS.
Yeah.
Simply because.
This is true.
Simply because.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You didn't have to say it. Yeah.
No, simply
It's
because.
volunteer.
Simply because like I lost my mother to AIDS. That's how my mom
shit,
passed
I
away.
know that. Yeah,
a lot of
that's
people
right.
don't
That's
know.
deep.
But I lost my mother to AIDS. And I grew up all my life like hearing ignorant jokes like that
about AIDS,
about AIDS, and that shit in retrospect make you look. As a kid, I don't know no better, so it makes me look at my mother differently. And for years, I looked at my mother differently based off ignorant ass comments that people made like that until I got old enough to get educated, and I'm like, damn, this what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, I felt like it was an unhinged thing, bro. And it's Absolutely. Like I can imagine like I'm at your concert and I done paid good money and you done said some shit like that. I'm like, damn, nigga, what that guy doing anything? My mom wasn't sucking dick in no motherfucking parking lot, nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm like, the nigga really do too much. Like he tried too hard, and you could tell he one of them niggas that just do too much so he could get clout. Just be you, bro. Be cool, bro.
But I think that is him. I think he just does. He might
just be that guy. Yeah,
he's always been that way. He's from like
little man syndrome.
Yeah, little man syndrome.
Before he is a little man, but before
she met the niggas.
I have met the niggas.
There we go. My bad. Carry on.
He's from Charlotte, so long before he got like.
You know when he was John.
Okay. He's always done too much. He's just always been like that. He used to be on social media fighting people and stuff like that. Like that's how he got his before he became big in rapping and stuff. He used to be doing that on social media. So I just feel like that's just him. Like him, he just teamed too much. That's just what he is.
Yeah.
But that comment, I can definitely say I can agree. It was unhinged. It was just very I just felt like I was just like, what was the reason for the comment?
It's an underlying bias.
Right.
What we doing? Right. What are we doing?
Like the comment came from an underlying bias.
Yeah.
Like he had like in the black community we might have some underlying biases, and that may be just one that he like is stuck with him regardless. So he like you unintentionally do things and I think that his remorse for it was like kind of fucked up. Like, come on now.
Yeah, because he came back and said he was just trying to bring awareness to
like, boy, shut
STDs
up.
and he was trying to
his team probably told him.
Yeah, his team. He could have been in it, but like when we think about the black community, I feel like the black community is very much built of a group of real people, like realness to it. Like, okay, you said that. Say, come on, and be like, you know what? Not even stand on it because you may realize like what you thought
that it was
like what you thought was dumb.
I said something stupid.
Like, I fucked up. That's some shit that had embedded in me, and I don't believe that now. And it's something that just came out.
We don't give a fuck about no apologies because when you think about it, he's already because when you think about the baby,
you said it.
When you think about the baby, he came out. And he apologized. And
but he apologized after the fact.
But they made him take like homosexual sensitivity classes.
We expected him
and he had to like donate money to like the homosexual agenda and stuff like that. Like he went through a lot of shit.
No, wait a minute. Initially what he did was made an excuse.
That's what we talking about.
And then he made an apology.
Right. We don't really fuck with apologies or excuses.
But it would be different if he came out like they said, take accountability for what you said. I said this, and honestly, that was some fucked up shit. Like, just say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He struggles with identity too, bro.
That's true.
He's still young.
He's a young nigga. He is a young dude.
Because
and
a month after that, he was just doing the baby mama situation.
I feel like this. In 10 years, whoever the baby is now in 10 years, he won't be that man no more.
The granddaddy.
He won't be that man no more. But he might be the daddy, not the baby. But in reality, you looking at a guy like Chris Brown, and it's been how many years since his situation?
They ain't shit for that.
They still canceling him for shows. They still canceling Chris Brown for appearances and shit like that because of what he did.
You go to his concerts, that nigga still making money.
And he has apologized. He has donated money. He's done all the shit on the checklist that they make you do when you black for some reason. When you black only, you got to go through the checklist to get back in. But go ahead, Joy.
Speaking of Chris Brown, because we know he got canceled for beating bitches.
Jesus Christ.
I was canceled last summer.
Okay.
Because the narrative was painted that I beat bitches.
Okay.
And not going to say names and shit like that. But for like a while, man, it's just like, because, I do cut hair and I did photography. 85% of my clientele at the time was women.
Oh shit!
So it's like when that narrative go around, they're like, "Oh, you beat
your hands on women." Yeah,
a nigga went from making like money, like I could live off doing this and not have a regular job to I was on my ass. All off because she said it happened. No proof, no nothing.
So you canceled.
I was canceled.
You was canceled.
I was trying to. I remember, bro. The day she posted shit online.
Yeah.
I had like 4 or 5 like photo shoots scheduled. People hit me up like, just keep the deposit. I don't want to work with you.
You know why though? I'm gonna tell you the truth. Even here on Indica Live, right? You wasn't part of this show at the time, and we was talking about bringing you in, and it was conversations between the team. And I'm saying this live that we was like, I don't know, bro. Brody got some shit attached to him.
I said.
So whether it was true or not, and this is what's sad. Whether it was true or not, and that's what I be saying about people in sports. It don't even matter whether or not you did it or not.
It's associated with
Once you get associated with something, people got to watch out for their bag. And that's why people be thinking everything about race, and it's not about race sometimes. Sometimes it's about the bag. You know what I'm saying? With Michael Vick and all that shit, you know Michael Vick could play.
Yeah.
Teams wouldn't sign him because of that dog fighting shit.
I'm just playing.
You know why?
Dogs.
Because of their bag. They knew that nigga could ball. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with your talent. It had nothing to do with what you could bring to the table. It had everything to do with how can you produce and how can you cost us viewers, how can you cost us money, how can you cost us followers.
And it's
people really pay attention to that shit.
It had me like
questioning yours.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just like, because I know I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It was like I was really nervous that I would never actually get my point across, and nobody would never believe me. And I used to feel so like alone.
You're a man, bro.
And it's like, I'm like, damn, like she's not producing shit. I'm producing all the proof. Every time she say I did this, I produce proof. She said I did this, I produce proof. And I'm like, I'm the only one with proof. Nigga, when I got in court, the judge told me, he said, okay, so you was on the phone, right? I was on the phone with her friend. And you were holding her to the wall. Yeah, I was holding her to the wall. So how'd she get bruises on her? Because she was swinging and she hit herself. Well, he asked me, what hand do you write with? I said, I write with my left hand. She said, well, she got bruises on the right hand, so you must have
hit it with your left. Yeah.
I'm like, so you telling me I had my hand on the phone? She told you I was on the phone.
Yeah.
He like, right? She also told you I was holding her with my other hand. He like, right? So in between these times, I'm doing this,
right,
and hitting her at the same time. At what point? How is that physically possible?
And not for the witnesses, you was in trouble, bro.
If it wasn't for, because the thing that saved me the most was because I went to jail for that evening.
Yeah.
But the only thing that saved me was one of them dudes seen a black dude getting hemmed up by the police.
Yeah.
And he had already started when he heard the people around for the time about calling the police. He instantly started recording. He was a dude in a wheelchair. I remember clear as day because he's the only one who had his phone out. And he was recording it. And it got to the point where it's like, I'm getting ready to go to court and I'm getting ready to get arraigned because I had bailed out. And I get to the thing and they're like, oh, you don't have court. And I'm like, why? Make a long story short, I had to call the DA and they were like, oh, we decided not to press charges because of video evidence. If it wasn't for that video, I just would have been labeled as a nigga that beat women. And that's like the furthest. I'll cuss a bitch out quick. Like I'll cuss you out every day of the week.
But putting your hands on
putting my hands on you, that's not me, because I was raised by black women. All my sisters, I have so many sisters. I have 6 sisters, blood sisters, and 5 of them are older than me. I would never put my hands on
as a man, it's something you can't really bounce back from.
You can't.
And some of that shit is like any kind of rape charges, molestation charges, and hitting a woman.
It's still people that
you can murder a nigga and bounce back from killing and taking a life before you can bounce back.
You heard
from
about the nigga that killed his ex-wife?
Not taking care of his kids.
He killed his ex-wife and then got out of jail. Her dad, a pastor got him out. When he got out of jail, helped him and got him straight and shit. He ended up marrying the pastor's child. Killed her and her kids.
This shit just happened?
That's wild as hell.
Just happened.
That's wild as hell.
He killed his first wife, and then the pastor bailed him out of jail, and he married the pastor's daughter and did exactly what he did.
Killed the pastor's daughter. See, that's what the pastor.
And the kids.
And the kids.
See, that's what. Last week when I was talking about being understanding, I ain't that understanding. You know what I'm saying?
I'm very understanding.
That's a bit much. That one came back to bite him in his ass, unfortunately. So what we doing about the baby? We canceling the baby?
Yeah.
That's a yes for you?
Yeah.
For you personally, because it's a personal thing.
It's a personal thing.
Because you said the gay comment.
That's his personal thing.
No, it's the AIDS comment.
The AIDS thing for him.
The gay comment too, bro. Because this shit. Let me say something about this shit, bro. The shit that frustrate me about niggas that have issues with gay people is why do the fuck do it matter to you? I don't give a fuck.
If you're not gay, right?
We both heterosexual, right? I still don't give a fuck about who you fucking. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
So like my thing is, bro, if you, I don't care if you suck dick, like dick, or anything with dick, like coochie, I don't care, bro. I don't want to hear about your personal life. I would tell anybody, I don't want to hear about your sexual prowess, bro. When I was in the Marine Corps, if I don't give a fuck what you do in your free time, when I tell you to pick this fucking rifle up, can you do it or can't you do it?
Right.
That's all I care about.
Facts.
I don't care about, and that's how I live my life. I don't care what you do at home. I don't care who you love, how you love. I think everybody, when I was single, I wanted all of y'all niggas to love niggas. So it'd be more women for me. I really wanted all you niggas to love each other.
I want everybody
go off, be married, and be married.
Right.
Niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that care about gay people and what they do about their life, they struggle with their own sexuality. Cause there ain't nothing about what another nigga doing make me feel no type of way.
I think with the baby though, he was spreading this ignorance of AIDS, right? The thing about AIDS is about like, you think about like old diseases, right? Think about AIDS. I look at AIDS as like the gout. You ain't heard from nobody down from AIDS in a long fucking time.
Niggas down every day,
that's because nowadays, if you know anything about
your status,
your status, right? If you take medicine, there's people out here that got HIV and live a healthier life
Them
than
niggas
you
in
do.
commercials.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like now, if you know anything about like HIV, AIDS, and all that kind of shit, medicine has come a long way in the last 15, 20 years. On God, like Michael, what's his name? Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson healthy as hell. How is this nigga still?
I see the status that said
he got it in the 80s.
Hey, Ball, I see the nigga that status that said
90s, I'm sorry.
If Magic Johnson, if I die before Magic Johnson, God childish.
Oh yeah, as hell. But my point is.
Stop it.
But my point is about that. Like, don't be ignorant.
Bella, stop it.
But don't be ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I seen that shit too. They be cracking little jokes like, bro, what if you at a party and see you at a party with Michael Johnson see a mosquito, and mosquito bite you at a party,
bro? My mom.
My point is, my nigga, like there's people who living with. But I know you said your mom died in what year though?
Yeah, in 2003.
2003. So that was 20 years ago, right? It's about to be 23. In 2003, the medicine hadn't gotten to where it is now.
And that makes me even more sad.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But it's just like ignorant because like my mom didn't get the have the opportunity. When my mom got AIDS, that's a death sentence.
Oh, I didn't know
back
that.
in the day,
I didn't know that.
He was out of here.
More information.
As soon as she got diagnosed with HIV,
in the 90s,
they put her on hospice immediately until she got AIDS.
Yeah.
And Joey, that's new information.
I seen it. No, that's some real shit. That's some real shit.
And it's ignorant because I remember one time, like my mom gave me a piece of gum in a wrapper.
Yeah.
It was in a wrapper, and she handed it to me.
Yeah.
And my grandma like, no,
don't eat that out that wrapper. Yeah, it was that ignorant. People was that ignorant. Yeah,
people were that fucking ignorant. And imagine how you a little kid and some people doing that to your mom.
Yeah,
so you like what's wrong with my mama?
I can see why them comments can fuck you up on some real shit. Tori, you canceling the baby? We got one. Yes.
I mean, honestly, I didn't know that about your mother. I didn't know she passed,
either. Yeah.
But now I'm canceling, man. Fuck it. I got a connection now. Like you shouldn't have said that shit. That was insensitive.
I got to look at the baby the same way I look at the R. Kelly situation as far as the artist and the person.
His music ain't good.
As a person, I like the baby music. Like I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Before this shit even came out, my son is 19, clearly. Yeah. So that nigga listened to a young shit, and I told him out of all the rappers that's new, the only one I really like is the baby. Like I liked him because I can understand what he's saying. He wasn't singing in his shit. He was actually rapping. The little baby took longer to grow on me than the baby did.
So you canceling the baby or what?
I'm not canceling him as an artist. If he make a fire song, then I'm probably gonna download it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm canceling.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, but as a person, I think he's ignorant. I don't like the way he treated the mother of his child. I've seen that in public eye.
Shit he do
like a lot of shit he does, but. We can't do that with artists because if you do that with artists, you gotta do that with all of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of artists that got some fucking shit in their closet that's fucked up. Right. But again, like I said, I try to separate the two. Bella?
No to him as an artist. Yes
Yeah.
to him as a person.
Damn. So backwards.
No to him as an artist. Yes to him as a person. So yeah. So that's.
I still listen to his music. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
You can still listen to it. If he drops something fire, he just ain't dropping nothing fire. Like
but
you said
him
earlier.
being broke, I don't feel bad for him.
Fuck that nigga. If you gotta sell some cars, sell some cars. All right, so check
Who's
this
next
out.
on the chopping block?
Next we got oh my god, Will Smith.
No.
Oh, no. Hey, let's
We don't have to talk about it.
This is not
Can I say
even
this,
a
though?
He's not
conversation.
canceled.
Can I say what's funny
He's
about the Will
not
Smith shit? Can I say
canceled
something
at
funny?
Go ahead.
Black people are not canceling Will Smith.
Like,
We not gonna
It's the white people who canceled him because
You know,
they was like, "Oh, he
listen.
shouldn't have done that. That was so disrespectful."
let me say
That was
this.
so-
seen niggas get
Like
slapped
niggas
by
is like,
people
yeah,
all
that's what I
that
said. That's some
red
That's what
family
I'm
shit to
saying.
us.
Like, hold on. Like, black people in our family, we just talk about Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? I told you, my family threw the mashed potatoes, the fucking mac and cheese on the ground, and we still family. Like, Smith is my family. We grew up with this nigga, and Chris Rock is my family. He was my family before.
He's still a cousin.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
He was my family before he did Everybody Hates Chris.
Okay.
You know, okay. After he did Everybody Hates Chris, he my family now.
Okay.
And we grew up in the same house.
He definitely a first cousin.
He a
You know what I'm
cousin.
saying? Apparently, we grew up in the same house
Will
when
is
I
a
watched
brother,
Everybody
though.
Hates Chris.
Will my brother, bro.
Will is a brother
A
though.
lot of my personality is a mixture of Will
And my
and
point
Martin.
is,
Hey,
in
look.
saying all that is, we not
Uncle
canceling this
Will.
nigga. We
Hey
not
Dominique,
canceling
hey,
him.
shout out to Dominique Jarrett. He said, "Oh
my
yeah,
brother.
not canceling Will." That's what a lot of black people saying. We not canceling Will Smith.
Yeah.
This nigga get killed.
For
He
fucking his brother?
can kill a lion with his bare hands, and we'd be like,
Period.
"Yeah, that's just."
First of all,
How many times,
after that,
about
so.
raise a hand, how many of y'all seen
Smack
a
your
nigga
family.
get slapped by somebody old lady before?
Oh,
I ain't never seen
yeah.
nobody slap
It
that old
happens.
lady.
I see a lot of
But
violence
by
in my
showing
life.
hands, how many of y'all have slapped y'all sibling?
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah,
Slap the fuck
100%.
out of him.
You playing too much.
Dominique, you got slapped.
I feel like that's when he slapped him like he was a little brother. Like, yeah, I've had
was
enough.
like-
Hand.
Also,
Right.
stop playing with me. Stop
But
playing
as
with
a
me.
man though, nigga, punch me. Don't slap me. I'd rather get punched in the face than slapped as a man. Because if you slap me, nigga, that's like you. That's like you
I know I'm a
sunning
win.
me.
Oh, you
I know I'm a
sunning
win
you.
fight.
Sunning me. You know what I'm saying?
So-
I slapped a dude one time. And no cap. It's true story. Twice in my life. I slapped a man with an open hand, and I felt so dominant when I did it. Like,
Well, I
you a
wanna
bitch to me,
know-
nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a difference. It's a big difference.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
That's how I feel about
question.
choking niggas.
Yeah, if you choke a nigga, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like if you choke a man, you
I
like
have a
bitch ass
question.
nigga.
I don't know.
You got control.
I don't know if anybody has this information, but I want to know is what's the age difference? Is Will Smith older than Chris Rock?
They
What's
roughly the same age.
I think Chris Rock is older than Will Smith.
Yeah.
Damn, he sunned the fuck out of him.
He sunned him, yeah.
No, because like if it was the same age, it's and they do have.
But Will big as fuck.
We can no,
He's
we
a
can
giant compared to
regardless
Chris
of the
Rock.
height and age and dimensions or whatever. We could probably say and agree to the fact that they have some type of rapport outside of that moment.
100%.
They had some type of rapport, but Will Smith, I had originally thought that maybe he was older.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, you know, on some, now you knew better, smack. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But if y'all telling me that they were the same age,
Yes.
you think? Do you know for sure?
Somebody know?
Can somebody
Hey,
look that
If
up?
I gotta bet the money, Chris Rock is older.
Chris Rock is older.
Yeah.
No, he can't be.
Who's
he's-
older, Chris Rock or Will Smith?
There you go.
Oh,
See,
God.
we got technology
So
in this
if we
bitch.
can get that demographic, can we get those
Will Smith is
statistics?
54 years old.
Chris Rock gotta be 56.
58.
56. I'm gonna say 56.
How old is Chris Rock?
What you got? Will 54?
57.
Okay, I said 56. Who's that?
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I have that dynamic in my like immediate
Two old ass
family.
niggas fighting.
No, listen, like
Wasn't a fight.
But you heard that shit. You said Will Smith is what? How old? 54. Chris Rock is 50.
7.
Okay, but the stature is different.
Will Smith
right?
6'2".
Okay,
What's
Chris
the
Rock
stature?
is.
Nigga,
Will Smith
Ali.
6'2", 215.
And Chris Rock is.
Chris Rock like 5'9".
Okay, I'll say this. Toy Story.
170.
Toy Story. My sister, who is older than me
Toy
by a
Story.
year, I'll say I'm bigger, stronger, smarter than her.
God damn. Serena?
Than her if she was to tell it.
Okay.
And I am bigger, like that's facts. You know what I'm saying? And when we have arguments, I fight her.
Why?
We go,
She a bully.
because that's how.
And it's your sister.
That's how. To this day, I will.
To this day.
whoop her ass.
Hands on.
And then, but if anybody fuck with her, I'm gonna whoop your ass. But that's just how it was, and that's how we were raised. I'm not saying it's appropriate and you should fight your siblings, but that's just like something that was okay. So if she said something, I probably would have
I saw my grandma fight her
slapped
sister.
her, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And not saying it was appropriate. So I'm
My
coming
grandma
from
won.
a place of understanding. if you will. I'm coming from a place of understanding. So when it comes to counseling Will Smith, if somebody was, I know somebody who was coming to help me move, and I wanted my sister to move out of my spot, but I had to show tough love because the next spot I was moving into was not going to be a 2-bedroom.
Got it.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? I had to show tough love and be fought.
Well, shout out to Dominique Jarrett. Dominique Jarrett said in Chris Rock's defense, if he had done anything, he would have lost more. Because Chris from the Bronx, and that boy was ready to scrap, but he had to back down because he had to.
I don't think he was ready to scrap by a goddamn thing.
If you ever look at the highlight when he slapped him, Chris Rock did like this for like a second. I seen it. I ain't gonna lie to you. As a nigga that fight, like I seen it in him that he wanted to actually do something back. But he realized where he was right away.
He realized that nigga play Ali.
And I don't know. Because if you slap me and turn around, you a brave nigga.
Period.
Because if you brave as hell.
Hey, ball.
Because I could have donkey kicked you off the stage. You know what I'm saying?
Listen though, if I slap somebody, I'm gonna turn around.
I did this shit. True story. I did it. I was in the 7th grade. Robert Hall. I know you watching, motherfucker. Robert Hall slapped me in the back of the head. In the 7th grade. I don't forget it because I don't never remember. I don't never remember when I win a fight, but I know when I lost one. Robert Hall, Bobby, nigga that was Bobby Hall, and he a bodyguard to this day. He's still a bodyguard.
He said Bobby.
His name Robert Tall. If you watch it, motherfucker, I know it was you. So we was at a flag football game. I scored. I was talking shit, you know, doing a little dance and shit. We ain't had a gritty, but we had a lot. We had the dirty bird.
Why you pointing at me?
Because I'm old, and I know you like the old jokes. So like, I scored on a nigga, and I was talking shit as I walked off the field. And I just felt a buzzing sound.
What'd he do?
He slapped the fuck out of me in the back of my head. The nigga ran up on me and he slapped me. I was like, bzzz. And I just heard the buzzing sound. I was like, nigga,
what would it buzz?
You ain't never been hit hard. It was almost like I was concussed. That nigga slapped me open hand. Look, he must have had his fingers closed because there was no air in that shit. It was like, pow. It was like, bzzz. And I heard it, and I turned around and I chased him because I wanted to kill him so bad. And somebody grabbed me and shit. To this day, he one of the people that got one off on me, and I never forget it. But long story, that's a lot. But long story short, there's something about that lingers in a man that you feel like you really lost. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you said pause once already, but nigga's super gay. So like when you going through it, like. As a man, you don't really like to really feel like a nigga got one on you. You know what I'm saying? I can't say off because this nigga gonna snap. But you can't feel like as a man that another man got one over you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Something about that smack, I don't give a fuck what Chris Rock say. That's gonna be in the back of your mind for the rest of your life.
Kick my rolling book
That's traumatizing, bro.
Why you have a rolling big boy, bitch?
Because my grandma dumbass, I asked for a rolling.
Whoa!
I'm gonna tell you, bro. I asked this bitch for a rolling book bag.
Wow, grandma.
Why she gonna go? No, tell me. Why she gonna go get me a rolling suitcase? This big ass suitcase, I'm walking around school with it. So niggas kicking it and shit.
Dumbass nigga. Nigga R2D2 and shit.
Nigga kick my shit. And I turn around, who kicked me?
Who kicked my R2D2?
And this nigga slapped the shit out of me and I instantly wasn't mad no more. Damn. I said, who kicked my book bag? He said, shut up.
Bitch, right. Fuck you in that book bag, nigga.
I went to class, crime. I had one eye.
So we canceling Will Smith or no?
No, that's my cousin.
It's a no.
I'm not gonna cancel Will Smith, but goddamn it, I'm canceling Bobby.
You canceling Bobby Hall?
I'm canceling Bobby.
Bobby Hall, you fucking cancel for putting your hands on the guy, man. Let's do it. Hey, from Will Smith, we're going to Jada. Jada gave him a little look.
Well, Bella, did you cancel him?
Is Jada canceled?
Will? No, Will, yeah.
Jada.
It was 4 no's. It was 4 no's, right?
What'd you say?
It's 4 no's, right, for Will?
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry.
We on to Jada Pinkett Smith. Are we canceling Jada Pinkett?
No.
She was on cancel court too.
No. Well, I'm gonna cancel her for her being toxic. Bitches toxic everywhere.
It smells like drugs in here.
It smells amazing in here. See how I'm saying? Perspective.
Police
you feel me?
Fuck too,
so
anybody knew.
Let me start over here. Bella, how you feel about Jada Pinkett Smith? The red table, all that. You still watching Red Table? You still supporting Jada?
So she's not canceled, but I don't fuck with Jada. I'm gonna be honest.
You say who?
I don't fuck with her. I'm gonna be honest.
You don't fuck with Jada?
Nah.
What Jada do?
She did too much. Is what she did. She's very much toxic. And I don't like how she be playing Will. I don't like how she do him. She talk about love Pac, but she talk about Tupac way too much. How much she in love with this man that is deceased.
Dead though.
And it doesn't matter. It don't matter if he deceased or not. How did that feel to your to your husband that you keep talking about this man that you so in love with on your show, on your platform, that you've never...
Side nigga funeral.
Listen.
Oh yeah, would you go? No, but he's dead.
You'll go to your side nigga funeral?
You remember that conversation we had on Women's Ladies Night?
I ain't watch it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you ain't shit. Canceled.
Okay, right. Joey's canceled.
Like,
no, but
the whole point.
I don't know.
You going?
To my side nigga funeral?
We going.
You damn right.
We going.
What you gonna tell your nigga?
We going.
Nothing.
He going too.
Well, everybody's going.
I wish you would have met your side nigga funeral. Don't let me find out at the funeral. Now I'm swinging on this nigga at the viewing.
He did.
Fuck, nigga. He can't fight back because you
ain't shit. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm judging you.
I'm getting 3 licks off for his cousins get in.
So you canceling Jada or what?
No. Because bitches toxic everywhere. I had to cancel all y'all.
Not all of y'all.
Especially you, Bella. You had to be canceled today. You done did some toxic shit recently. I don't know what you did, but I feel it in my spirit.
Do you?
Y'all know. Because you're a Cancer.
You toxic too?
I'm not toxic.
I can be. I'm reformed.
Praise God for it.
Before I got reformed, I was toxic.
Praise God for it.
Joy, what's your stance on Jada Pinkett?
She ain't canceled.
He just told us.
He told us she
ain't canceled. So what she do besides be toxic? And what she do that Will didn't allow, unenabled?
So Jada will problem. She's
a will problem, not a my problem.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's kind of where I'm going with it. Like, that's a will
But
problem.
to be fair, you say something to Marissa, I'm slapping the bitch too. So like,
so you understand where he was coming from?
yeah, I understand 100%. Because I was about to slap niggas at the beach because of Marissa.
The beach.
Yeah,
I would have to.
yeah.
You would have to because
Am I letting-
Would I have to?
at the you better had because I would have had to question that. Like,
I think that's why black people didn't cancel Will Smith. Because they were
understand that
they
pressure.
understood like you have to defend your black woman.
Cause imagine you laughing and you look over at your wife and she talks
But look-
that ain't funny.
Right.
no.
My issue with her was after the whole situation, she went on her public platform and basically was like, "I didn't like that he did."
Yeah.
That is your husband.
Right.
That is your whole husband.
That's
But
right.
you're counseling her because you felt she should have.
I didn't say she was canceled.
Oh,
She didn't ride.
I just said I don't fuck with her.
Not the fingers.
I want to say this. I'm in some type of class about leadership, and some bullshit that we didn't learn was like it's a triangle. Everybody like has these little things, a triangle, right? So it's like a triangle, like a triangle for like making destructive decisions.
That's a warhead.
You get what I'm saying? Like a
You're a
destructive
child.
decision has to have like these sides of a triangle. For one, it has to have justification and like opportunity and also whatever justification. Listen though,
Billy Ford.
I was saying that sounds familiar.
it's on some real shit. It has to have justification, an opportunity, and then also pressure. So to make a destructive decision, we all agree that like, damn, maybe he shouldn't have smacked that motherfucker.
No, maybe he
But
should
the
have.
pressure. Listen though. When we make destructive decisions that could possibly lead us to be canceled, we like, damn. The pressure is like, damn. This bitch done looked at me with the RBF.
Yeah, you got
You know what I'm saying?
Can I
As
say
a
something?
black people, we understand like, damn, we gotta defend
gotta do
our
something,
women.
yeah.
We gotta
Our
defend
women,
our
yeah.
black women. So he had that fucking pressure. Like, damn. After he laughed, you saw the clip. He giggled a little bit, and then he looked at his wife, and she was not smiling or laughing. And then the other part, the opening, shit, it wasn't like there was no security guards. You know what I'm saying? Like stopping the motherfucker for coming up. He walked up there to this man.
I don't think they expected.
So,
Did he justification?
Can I say something?
Did he say keep my wife fucking name out your mouth before or after he
It was
did it?
after, but I'm saying
He had sat down by that point.
He coulda already- he coulda just said that.
He sat back down and said, "Keep my wife."
He could have said that the first time.
Right.
No,
he
no,
could have
without
said
putting
that.
your hands on me.
But listen though.
No.
Can I
When we
say
talk about this triangle, whatever the
I got
fuck
you.
that we got, like I want to know his justification for walking up there. Can y'all think about the justification? Like he was like, you know what? If I don't do this,
Please.
It's gonna continue.
Let me try.
It'll never happen again. We
Can
know
I say
that. Go
something?
ahead. Ain't nobody playing about Jada no more.
Let me tell you something. He had previously said something negative about that
Yes,
man's wife.
he did.
Before on that platform.
Yeah.
I'm
Same
pretty
time.
I'm pretty sure he had said before don't say negative things about my wife. I'm pretty sure because they had communications about not doing it. So when you do it again, once it's a mistake, twice it's a choice. The second time, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. Okay, and the reason why I say this is me and Marissa worked at the same company. One time, Marissa had an issue with a male coworker. He didn't know we was together. And we in the office at the same time. I know my fiance's like mannerisms. I don't know what they saying, but I know she's upset.
Yeah.
So he don't even know I'm behind him creeping like Russell Wilson do when anytime one of his teammates about to fight.
He still works.
No, he don't work there no more.
Oh.
But if she would have gave me that, if she saw me behind him, if she would have gave me that.
Exactly what I was talking about.
I wouldn't give a fuck if I was at work in that show with a bliggy.
Not bliggy.
Yeah.
You look at him.
So I feel like when we talk about the council culture as a black community, we understand the unspoken like grounds that we need to stand on when it comes
shit that's unspoken,
our women and those who we are in a relationship with. We have this unspoken like we need to defend or you know what I'm saying, stand up for it.
Niggas don't try to fight you for less over a female. How many niggas don't try to fight you in your past because you was singing the bitch?
Because you had making the bitch laugh.
Niggas don't like me to this day
it's weird.
Because I made that old lady laugh. She was at a comedy show.
Right. What are you talking about? What are you doing?
She was supposed to laugh.
Hey, listen, and in that moment, Will Smith showed his insecurity, in my opinion. Like,
what was that? His insecurity
was
what?
Because, like I said, like. You could have said what you said before you put your hands on that man.
He probably did.
Well, why you gotta give him a warning?
Okay. You ready? Are you ready? You ready?
No.
Are you ready? As a grown ass man, dog, you could have said, "Hey, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." You could have said that before you put your hands on me.
Okay, but what was
and maybe he would have stopped right there.
Well,
you smacking me, as I told you before, I slap a grown man with an open hand when I have no respect for him. Okay?
He had no respect for him.
Exactly. For you to look over me like that. Now, if a nigga would have beat your ass like Tony Rock said, Tony Rock, his brother came out and said, we'll beat this nigga fucking ass.
No, they won't.
So
he will. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Them niggas is real niggas. Like,
was he?
Them niggas ain't no real niggas.
Again, they got money, so when you get money, you gotta change some shit. But again, Will Smith ain't never been hard in no circles in ever. Don't do that.
No,
don't do that.
No,
don't do that.
No, we had this discussion.
As a nigga, I'll beat your ass. You put your hands on my brother. You smack my brother in front of the world. We gotta handle you, nigga.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
On some real nigga shit.
What's up for nigga?
You right.
He ain't ran up on him yet.
But thing is, when you busy and you got jobs and you got
I would at least send somebody your way.
Chris Rock is I'm pretty sure got a lot of better things to do than retaliate. But my point is, I don't got that many things to do. You slap my motherfucking brother, my nigga.
Tony got shit to do.
Okay. Again, I got a brother. You slap my motherfucking brother, nigga. You got to see.
We're not talking about you, nigga.
We're not talking about you, though.
My point is on some street nigga shit, on some real nigga shit. You're not about to disrespect.
What makes them street niggas?
You're not about to disrespect me on the, like you talking about the black code or whatever the fuck we talking about and protecting your woman. You can protect a woman all day. If I fucking say something about your wife and you put your hands on me, you had the right to do that, right?
Okay,
as my brothers and my niggas, they got the right to fuck you up for putting your hands on me.
You right.
Same shit.
That's what he should
Same
do.
shit.
But they not gonna do it.
They ain't did it yet.
Your brother's gonna stand about
When
you.
you got money, you gotta be strategic about your shit.
Now,
And I wanna send some brothers.
5 years from now, you still smoking his ass being like, oh,
he do.
oh.
Tony Rock was saying
open his mouth.
Hey, no,
That
time
ain't happened yet.
out. I'm nowhere near as famous as Chris Rock.
Okay.
But if a nigga slap me, I got some Duval niggas that spin this bitch.
Don't put your hands on me,
God, that
nigga.
spin this bitch.
When you get done talking,
in a week.
When you get done talking, you could have just said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And that would have been enough to pump me.
No, where does the insecurity come in, though? Because you say
I'm trying to figure out what he was
I feel like because the fact that the August I seen this shit had came out, Jada was this insecurity. That's what I'm saying. But that's my point. Jada Pinkett has embarrassed this man. If you telling me as a man, as how I see Will Smith, I'm sorry to say it out loud, but I see the nigga as kind of a pushover.
He is.
Only because, and that's as a man, and it's a personal experience.
He got points in my book.
Hold on.
But that's what I'm telling you. He had to do it, Black.
Hey,
you see what I'm saying? That's what the insecurity was.
That's not his first time slapping a nigga though.
Question. You see that he has like a step back, but
Yeah.
okay, Will Smith, he smacked the man. He had to do it, right? You agree with that?
I agree that at that moment, He had to do something.
Did he have to do it or not?
He had to do something dramatic, bro.
Would you do it?
Because look, the comment just said, look.
Would you do it?
The public narrative is that she runs him.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
He had to do something. Because in the amount of black women and black men, we looked at Will after that like, okay, Will.
Will I
do it? You want to smack a nigga?
Yeah. For that, right?
So did you feel he was insecure? So hold on. Wait.
I do.
Babe, how many times I'm almost slapped a nigga for you?
About 4.
But in my opinion, as a man who is secure,
he stood his ground.
because in my opinion, and I got that and I can have that, and y'all niggas can't do nothing about it.
We'll
in my
smack you,
opinion,
nigga.
I
No, I'm
feel
joking,
like
I'm
if a
joking.
man goes that far, like I said, you gotta put your hands on another man just to prove you a man, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or just
Not
to prove
to
that.
prove he's a man.
Or just to check.
I don't think
You
that
don't
was
check
the
this
Can I say
nigga's
something?
words by putting your hands on the motherfucker.
Are we going to ignore the fact that this man said something about this man wife previously?
I ain't ignoring none of that.
finish.
I ain't ignoring none of that.
But it's possible because, like, say on some professional shit, ball.
But don't put your hands on me. That's all
Say
I'm
you say
saying.
something
Unless
about
you wanna catch
Marissa
these
one time,
fucking
right?
hands.
Don't
And
do it.
no, I know he wouldn't. But like, he'd be like, he say something to her, and I'd be like, "Hey, ball, I ain't like that shit you said on the show."
You could have said
Like,
that.
I understand that. That's the first time you said it.
There you go.
The second time you said it's sometime later. And the second time we on the show, you say some slick shit about her, and I decided I want to come slap the shit out you.
Yeah.
It is nothing wrong
It's
with that. It is a
justified.
cause and effect.
Hey, it's a show called that Justified.
It is a.
Hey, but you know what make it worse?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
You might fight. You gonna
You know
fight
what
me?
make it worse?
Let's talk about it.
That shit was in front of the world.
It's in the world.
What if
That's
it was
my
just
shit.
us three or something?
That was my
like
shit right there.
Hold on, I have a
You
question.
could have smacked you in the back.
I don't think he would have slapped him.
You could have smacked me in the back. That's what I'm telling
If
you.
he would have slapped him at the BET Awards, we wouldn't care.
We wouldn't give a fuck. But my point is, the stage he did it on.
You gonna
was the
slap me
biggest stage
in front of my
I know it was the Oscars.
In my opinion, I thought it was an insecure little man thing to do.
Oh no, that nigga.
And that's just how I feel.
Hey.
That's how I feel. You can't take that from me.
That was a good night though. He slapped a nigga by his bitch and then won the goddamn Grammy. Oscar, nigga. That's a great night for niggas.
But can we talk about it though? It was overshadowed. At that point, you
Not
took what
me.
you did. It was.
Let's
It was. Nobody's talking about the fact that this nigga finally won. He finally won. He was Ali. He played so many good roles.
That's
He played
fine.
so many good roles.
But
He
when
never
you
won
talk
shit.
about him, you gotta say Oscar award winning.
Okay.
A win is a win.
Motherfucker from you, that was a win.
They talked about taking it from him, by the way.
They did.
They talked about taking it
Well,
from
let's
him.
come back to take it
Hey, bro, what
from.
you got on your chest right now?
You feel me?
A dub.
Oh, you got on chest.
Look, on God, but all right. So we canceling Will or not? I said no.
Hell no.
Jada was
This
up.
is
Actually,
Jada.
by the way,
Oh, we talking about Jada.
I'm not canceling Jada.
No.
Nigga, we already knew.
If Jada, I'm gonna tell you, though, she played Fish Mooney in Gotham, and she killing that shit. So
So when the last time we watched something with Jada in it?
I did yesterday. I watched.
I'm talking
Gotham.
about something new.
No, well, Gotham was fire,
Hey, I watched Set It Off the other day.
The last time I seen her, what she was in Grey's Anatomy or
and
something?
she was fine. Only
I'm
thing
not even
about
gonna
Jada.
lie. I used to think Jada
Low
was
down,
in,
dirty Saint.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I used to think Jada was in Monster Ball, but
Don't
that
do
wasn't
that.
her.
Don't do that.
That wasn't her.
Oh no!
She was
That
in.
was who?
She was in what?
Halle Berry.
That was Halle Berry.
That's Halle Berry. Yeah.
I said.
I beat my meat to that
She was in
scene
Zoo-
so
she
many
was in,
times.
The zoo.
You thought
The zoo
Halle
animals.
Berry? You talking about?
Who the zoo animals? The zebra.
We not gonna talk about that.
She plays in
Madagascar.
Madagascar,
I
right.
said, hold
She
on.
plays the hippopotamus in
Okay, I
Madagascar.
wanna clarify for the people.
Yeah, that's Jada.
I said I used to think
Uh-huh.
Halle Berry was in Monster Ball. That's not her.
Shake that off. Don't worry about it.
It's
No,
not
that's
her.
Halle Berry, but that's not Jada.
That's not Jada.
Okay, I'm confused as fuck now. Like,
You kind of blind.
Halle
It's
Berry
cool.
is in Monster Ball.
It's Halle Berry in Monster Ball.
I'm about to say Jada Fire.
okay, the
Jada.
He watched so much porn, he mixing up the celebrities,
But
bro.
Jada was in Set It Off.
Yes.
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 Yes. Halle Berry has short hair.
We had an argument,
her
Black,
movies.
that Jada Pinkett wasn't
Jada
an
has
A-list
braids.
celebrity. You remember that?
In all her movies.
You said Jada Pinkett was an A-list celebrity, and I think she is, without Will Smith.
No, she'll be list.
I said what I
Not
said.
A-list.
I said what I said.
A-list.
I said what I said. Is Vivica Fox an A-list celebrity?
No.
No.
Not
She's
even.
bigger than Vivica.
She's a diva.
She's bigger than Vivica.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
she
that
can
makes
be
her.
plus.
That makes
She
her
said V plus.
minor.
Y'all dirty as hell. All right, y'all ready to get into the nitty gritty? We get into the
I
nitty
started paying attention to Vivica when she said she ate 50 Cent booty.
She really did eat that man
Yeah,
booty.
you know?
And look, and you ain't got no love for. And she be trying to give relationship advice. I'll be like, girl, you fuck with
I don't know what you heard about me.
Curtis. You fuck with Curtis Jackson.
Stop playing with Curtis, nigga.
She said it in her book.
That nigga
He
look
didn't
good.
give a fuck about Jada. I mean, Vivica Fox.
Okay, I'm looking at all the women in the room. I
And
said,
everybody
nigga
like,
look
calm
good.
down. All right,
Nah.
here we go. You ready to get to the meat?
Okay. All right, the nigga don't look good.
Are we canceling
I'm gonna put my
Bill-
contact solution in.
Cosby?
Man, let that man die in peace, bro.
Are we canceling Bill Cosby or no?
The nigga got 3 years left. Let that nigga live, bro.
Bella, are we canceling Bill
Why
Cosby?
am I always the first?
You ain't first. Tori, we canceling Bill. We canceling Bill.
Okay, it's kind of when we talk about canceling black people.
Nah, nigga, don't make excuses. No, you can't. She said, look, her hair automatically did like this when it came to Bill Cosby. Well, actually, you're all right. Yeah, she don't want to cancel Bill.
Counseling black people, we
One
always
fish, two
separate
fish.
it.
We canceled
talk
Dr.
about,
Heathcliff
like,
Health before.
No, I'm going to say that I'm going to separate.
He's his own person.
He don't make music, but his works.
Was you talking about Fat Albert?
No, nigga, that was a classic. Okay, his works.
I'll let it go.
Fat Albert, or
it
the
go.
Cosby Show, because he displayed an image that we wanted to portray.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
A nigga with a daddy.
Okay,
Yeah.
nigga, we wanted the whole family. I
Dr.
come in the
Huxtable.
house, like I got homework. My mom like, here, eat a muffin, do your homework.
I had a
Some
mom.
bullshit like
I
that.
just didn't have a daddy. That's what it was, nigga. That nigga was a daddy.
His show and the things that he did portrayed things that we wanted as a black community.
Agreed.
So I will say that his actions were those that are cancelable.
I'm not
Like,
canceling
we're
this
gonna
nigga
cancel
for
this
molesting
nigga.
dog face
Well,
ass white women. The fuck?
They were white.
You think I give a fuck? You think I give a fuck? You know why? Cause nobody give a fuck that these crackers are molesting niggas. Don't cut my motherfucking mic. Let that old ass man die in peace, bro.
Okay, I'm
These
talking
dog
to him
face ass
as a
white hoes
person.
getting on TV talking something. Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable touch me. Bitch, you should have been sucking on that pudding pop, bitch. Cause I'm sorry. I'm probably canceled. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
Let's go
fuck.
back to what I was saying. I'm canceling him as a person because he shouldn't have violated people's. Look, listen. I'm canceling him as a person because he should not have violated people's trust. Because those people who were violated, he poisoned them in the way that he did.
No.
Oh my God.
He said they asked for,
Pudding pot.
they asked for the Quaaludes.
Oh, how you go? Okay, anyway.
I don't want to go to sleep with a
But
nigga for
in
the.
my mind-
Have you read the stories?
You gonna fuck me and you gonna put me to sleep?
No,
Okay,
hey,
listen.
you know
Read the
they
stories.
No, you know they just came out with 3 more cases. 5 more?
But listen, in my
5 more
mind,
cases?
he violated their trust by like dousing their drinks, right? And I don't agree with that. I
Listen.
don't. But the image that he portrayed on his shows and
Nah, fuck all that. We gotta let that go.
it was no fuck. We cannot let that go because that's what made us who.
You
we
had
are.
your daddy in your life, didn't
You
you?
can't let it go. No,
We
you
can let it
can't.
go, but it made
You can't
us
let it go.
Hey, but if it's like Martin or something, I don't know.
Nigga, if Martin was over.
You know how much coochie Martin was getting consensually when you was Martin, nigga?
Martin go? If Martin did all that,
Fuck no.
Martin go?
If Martin was over here pitty patting titties and shit.
He was.
On,
I'm watching Martin,
Because that's what Gina.
but I'm watching Martin.
That's why they
But-
stopped that.
talk to these niggas,
I
Bella.
got the background on that. We'll get into
That's why they stopped that.
What you got?
So
But we
wait,
never
quick question.
Bill Cosby.
Brandon.
Bill
Quick
Cosby.
question. So y'all still watching Bill Cosby stuff?
We not watching
Correct.
it now.
It's not on TV.
If
They took it off every
If
day.
it was still on TV, y'all watching?
If
That's
I
what I'm saying.
go to,
Answer the question.
I'm about to if you let me say something.
It's a yes or no question. You finna go on to long drawn out answer. Just yes or no. If it's still on TV, you watching it or no?
To be honest, I ain't watched that shit growing up.
Okay, so it's a no.
That's deep.
No? Alright, ball. You watching it if it's on TV?
Yeah, I
That bastard mean as fuck.
Sorry?
I will watch an episode of the Cosby Show.
You
Yeah.
watching it if it's on TV?
I'm not gonna lie, they were good episodes.
So that's a yes. So that's a yes. Okay. So
I got you.
here's the thing. I understand what you're saying as far as you feel like these
Doll-face ass white women.
Whatever. Let's not reiterate.
Mm-hmm.
But there's truth in all. People can say it's about the money, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
There is some true cases in these cases.
Yes.
Right.
And this man was drugging these women.
Doll-face white hoes.
Not appropriate. It's not appropriate
It
regardless.
doesn't matter.
I'm not saying it's appropriate.
White,
I'm
black,
just.
brown, Puerto Rican.
I'm
Asian.
not saying it's appropriate. I'm just
It
want
don't
you to
matter
say
who it
who you're
is.
doing it to.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't care if he was 95.
Right.
This man is drugging people. You
Right.
were drugging people. You weren't. That is not consensual. You
It's not.
drugged me, and I don't even remember half the shit.
I'm not saying what he did was right
You
though.
drugged me and drugged me.
I'm not saying what he did.
Hold
Brown
up.
belt again, rub your leg and make it feel
Wait.
alright.
In his defense,
What?
Not no defense.
if in his defense, in the arbitrary,
Lord, the
a lot
defense.
of them they knew that they were taking Quaaludes.
I'm not gonna say
And they-
that there
and-
were
and-
women.
Hold on, wait. And at some points, they actually asked him to provide the Quaaludes.
What do you mean?
In some
What
of
does
those
Quaaludes do?
cases,
What is
but they said that because of the power that he had,
I
it was
don't
manipulation.
think they wanted a Quaalude. Maybe some
We
drugs.
wasn't in the
They
80s.
might have said, "Oh, I want some drugs."
How
Maybe-
weak your dick gotta be that bitches want to be drugged?
Bella.
Quaalude?
It's not a Molly.
A Quaalude.
It's a
Quaalude, right?
It's not even a perk.
Do you know what
It's
that
not even a Percocet.
You know what a Quaalude is?
Yeah.
Wait, I wanna propose.
Quaalude was hard to come
propose-
by.
I want to propose something.
Calm down. Tori, what you trying to say?
I want to propose something. Maybe they wanted a Quaalude. A Quaalude. That's one.
But do you
Yeah.
know what a Quaalude is?
Now you know, bitch. I don't know what a Quaalude
It's almost
is.
like a.
Oh, no, you don't want one.
It's almost like a.
Exactly. You don't want a Quaalude.
It's almost like it's almost like a sex drug.
No, it's not.
Not a sleep drug, but what you call it, a date rape drug? Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
let me
That's what I meant to
change
say.
it.
Yeah, it's
Let
like
me
a date rape
change it.
drug.
Maybe they wanted.
Autopilot.
Maybe
yeah.
they wanted a fraction of a cradle. Like, I'm a little nervous.
You ever seen The Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes.
Y'all ever seen The Wolf of Wall Street?
You don't want to figure cheap.
So if you watch The Wolf of Wall Street, it shows you how people in that time frame in the 80s and shit use Quaaludes. They would sniff them. They would chop them up and they would sniff them like cocaine.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and this was men. Yeah, it was men and women using Quaaludes all the time.
Well,
It was
I'm
very
just
much.
trying to get to the point of like the rationality of somebody wanting.
The nigga had a sickness. If we keeping it
the
real.
rationality.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel
somebody
like they
wanting
wanted a Quaalude.
Exactly. To
They
your
might have
point.
said, "Oh, he's providing drugs."
Drugs,
Yeah, let me
yeah.
Or whatever the
a
case may be. No, not even that. I really don't think people are saying that. I really don't. I really don't think anyone is saying that.
To my point, someone who wants drugs, I don't know the fraction of how much they wanted
No,
the drug.
no, if you get
whatever the
enough,
case was.
you going
But
to
listen, what I'm saying is, I don't know the fraction of how much they wanted the drug, but if they were wanting the drug, whatever the fraction may be, they say, "Hey, Bill, I'm good with one
Bill?
Quaalude," and then Bill's
I'm
like,
good, right.
"Cool, she
then
good
they-
with one. I'm gonna give her 3."
2 or 3, yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or 5.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Hey,
That's what
as
my
bad as
point
it sounds-
was. Like, okay, he was good with one.
If I'm paralyzed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you see your own legs going up. You see your legs going up, nigga. You gonna be like, what? What? Stop!
That's what I'm saying.
Over you,
This is what I'm saying.
You about to get this good
But
wood.
to my point,
You about to get the jello pudding. You about to get the pudding pop.
To my point,
Oh, sorry.
like you said, some of them were wanting the
get the pudding
Quaalude.
pop.
They asked for
Hey,
it,
no, so
but they
the
didn't
question
ask
is,
for.
are we canceling them?
Right.
You know,
Okay.
I mean, if he was on some shit,
Are you canceling
well,
them,
I
Tori, or
just
what?
learned a lot of information.
Yes or no?
I'm going to go ahead and counsel him in the
say
sense
counsel?
of.
You can give him some
The
counseling.
nigga only got 5 more years.
Looks like
You
that,
been down like 2 weeks, nigga.
You want to give it to
You want to
Already going to hell. Let a nigga You already going to hell. You can't get that many white bitches Quaaludes and not go to hell.
I'm gonna counsel him because now that I know what Quaaludes are
There we
and
go.
how extensive
There you go.
One,
the extensive they are.
he
like,
was fucking
I
white
don't wanna
women.
put him
Now you fucking limp body white women?
You canceling them? It was some black women in that ordeal.
It
too.
was.
But go ahead.
Dead ass.
Okay.
Okay. I cancel the nigga.
You cancel them. Right.
Simply
It
because,
sounds reluctant.
regardless of your race,
Yeah.
or if you dog face or not, I don't think you should be raped or molested.
I agree. 100%.
Okay?
Hey, but how come he never did it to Felicia?
Time out.
Whoa. Who's Felicia? Because the bitch went heavy.
Hold on, time out. Dead ass. And he didn't have to, because Bill Cosby was kind of handsome when he was young. He was getting bitches.
Yeah. But
he didn't have a Quaalude.
Again, I think that comes down to a sickness.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Some people like having sex. With
not making excuses for him. If I have to say I have to cancel Bill Cosby, canceling somebody again. If we go back to the definition of canceling in the first place, is basically when you cancel culture is when the general public withdraws support or cancels a public figure or place after doing or saying something considered objectionable. So, in that definition of it, I would have to cancel Bill Cosby. Only because I don't support nothing he do. I ain't buying no Jello Pops. I ain't buying no Jello.
So you ain't
I'm not watching no...
Yeah.
His show ain't even been on TV and it don't affect me none. Because again, I got Martin, I got Living Single, I got Jamie Foxx show, I got Fresh Prince, I got My Wife and Kids. Like, it's enough black sitcoms for us to watch that are positive, that are, you know what I'm saying? We don't need his image anymore. We don't need that image of Dr. Usman anymore because we got Uncle Phil. So much other shit. We got Uncle Phil. You know what I'm saying? So like, in that case, I can cancel Bill Cosby with no problem. Only because like his effect on me as a person in my age group or whatever the fuck, like, it's kind of null and void. So I can cancel Bill Cosby personally.
You couldn't cancel Uncle Phil if he was alive.
I can't fuck Uncle Phil, my nigga though.
And everybody knew Uncle Phil in real life was gay, and nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah.
If you did it like
it's a sickness.
Like,
yeah,
bro, but you did it 1,000 times.
Like with Deshaun Watson, for example, Deshaun Watson has not been. Deshaun Watson hasn't done anything illegal, right? And y'all know who Deshaun Watson is?
No.
Deshaun Watson is this nigga that played for the Browns. He just got a $230 million contract guaranteed. He's that good at football, right? But he has a problem with massages. When he go to get a massage, he need a happy ending. He telling these women,
what's wrong with that?
This is my dick. I need you to rub this dick for me. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, like I need to get off.
Deshaun beat your meat, Watson.
Yeah, like can you beat my meat for me? Can you suck my dick? Like this nigga, he basically asks these women to do these things.
So
and he has a problem with doing it. Yeah, you can't solicit
sex. So you don't go to Tori?
Yeah, you can't do that. I can't go to get a massage and be like, hey, can you? I will pay you extra. Basically, he's soliciting. You know that's a. It's like you can't solicit. You know what I'm saying?
So you going to get a massage and you like,
and the nigga be like, yeah, I need you to.
And the nigga put me off to your booty cheeks.
He turn over and be like, yeah. Can I get some salt and pepper? Can I get some salt and pepper with that?
Okay, maybe the woman doesn't like you in that way, but
you can't solicit.
You can't ask
at a massage parlor. You going to get a massage?
These are team masseuses.
Don't hit me up.
But my point is, he did it so many times that he had to actually go to, like, he got suspended for like 2 years out the NFL for this shit.
Okay.
That's a creepy thing. At that point, you got a sickness, my nigga.
It's a sickness, right? Bella, in my defense,
horny is a sickness.
I didn't know. I've heard of it. Once I came in the military, you get exposed to a lot of things, right?
A lot of horny motherfuckers.
A lot of things. I personally didn't know that this was a legal thing.
No, you can't.
Illegal or illegal?
She said she used to just beating their meat in random places.
You
didn't think it was illegal to what?
To ask for a happy
pussy?
ending, but
not massage parlor,
right?
Big illegal.
Because I never done a massage parlor prior
Big
to coming
illegal,
in the
by the way.
military, and that's all they talk about. Like, a happy ending at a massage parlor.
Because some of them do it.
They set up stings for that.
Because some of them do
set
it.
Up what?
Robert Kraft got caught up in one.
Sting.
Not saying it's appropriate to do, but I thought that was like a thing to do.
You got to go to one that actually offers that, though.
If they don't,
and they ain't just gonna offer it to nobody.
And I feel like if somebody asks me that, and that's not something we offer. Oh, sir, we don't offer that here.
But I need you to suck these balls.
So you in the Navy, right?
Here we go.
So if I come in your job and I come on the ship, and I just be like, hey, I know you do engineering, but can you beat my meat for me?
Real quick though. Real quick. So we canceling Bill Cosby? Yes or no?
We don't offer that here.
Yes, no?
You said yes.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yes to the canceling. Tori, you canceling Bill Cosby?
I'm indifferent because I never like, let me turn the Cosby show.
Tori's in the I don't care category.
Yeah, we go ahead.
Okay.
And it don't matter to me.
So Bill Cosby, as far as the staff is concerned, the crew is out on Bill Cosby. We cool on Cuz. All right, Jesse Smollett.
Okay. Is that his name? Because I know you be fucking up my motherfucking name.
It's Smollett.
I saw Smollett.
I did my best.
It's not Smollett.
Jesse Smollett. That's some shit they was teasing him. They was teasing him for that. No.
Okay.
So if you don't know the background story of Jesse Smollett, he is a star of the show Empire on Fox, and he's a fucking liar.
On that show.
If you don't know the details of what he did, he basically lied and said that some Trump supporters jumped him and beat him up because he was black and he was gay. And truth be told, he actually had sex with 2 male prostitutes, didn't want to pay them, and they beat his ass because they didn't pay him his money. Beat his ass. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was into it with 2 male prostitutes. Didn't want to pay them niggas. Yeah, and they beat his ass.
I didn't know that.
And it's a long. And these niggas from like Kenya, like these were some big niggas. Like they probably tore his ass apart, and then he didn't want to pay for that.
BBB.
Yeah.
Big black and
big
got a
black
beard.
D's.
Got a beard.
So he was partying with these 2 guys. Went out with them. They had some sexual exchanges, and he didn't want to pay them, and they beat his ass. So his story he came up with was these Trumps, because it's hilarious, low key. But
that's the risk you take when messing with a male prostitute.
But in my opinion, as he counseled to me, hell yeah. Anything I see him as a joke at this point, because nigga, how are you gonna take our agenda as a black people? I feel like that set us back. I don't like when people do that. Don't use being black, and definitely don't use being gay, because you know how sensitive we are to that now, as your sensitivity point for us to be having he didn't want to get caught up as being what he was. You know what I'm saying?
We all knew the boy was gay though.
Was a trick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
You said we all know what?
We all knew the boy was gay.
Yeah, we knew that part, but as far as
openly gay,
but him using his gayness as trying to get sympathy from us. You know what I'm saying? And using his blackness as trying to get sympathy for us for what happened to him, to me, makes you a fucking joke. I don't agree. I don't follow nothing you do. I don't support nothing you do.
I ain't follow nothing
you cried wolf and you failed at it. And I don't fuck with you.
It was just the most elaborate story.
Yeah, it was wild.
It was very elaborate.
He ain't never lied in his life before. That's all that was.
He was really bad at lying.
Over the top.
Yeah, it was way over the top. They put a rope around his neck.
He said that
it was a hate crime.
And I'm from the South.
We don't play like that.
Them crackers do not walk around with no fucking news. This ain't the motherfucking
In Chicago, it's negative 2 degrees outside. And they at the time.
I can't imagine.
But like they just shit out of this shit.
Really? The first noose I ever really seen in life is in her hair.
He caught it out. I didn't do it.
She got 2 nooses. I'm like, is them fucking nooses?
It's wild out here.
They why?
No, they not nooses.
So let me ask y'all this. First of all, did y'all ever watch Empire in the first place?
No.
I did.
I watched a little bit of Empire.
I've watched an episode.
I watched a little bit of Empire.
But I didn't watch it because 50 Cent trying to be like the gangster Tyler Perry. I ain't got
because it wasn't 50 Cent's show.
That's not his show.
Right.
Empire to me was like power, like diet power. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like very corny. You know what I'm saying? It was power.
It was what?
It was diet power.
I'll say this.
It was like power light. You know what I'm saying?
I know that everybody on here and the audience watching has their preconceived notions about me. I'm not gonna lie.
Sugar power.
I like power.
I like power.
No. Okay, let me run it back. Let me say it right.
Yeah.
I liked what's the
Empire?
show? Empire.
Okay.
I like Empire. Empire. I didn't watch.
I liked Empower.
Like somebody's grandma.
Right. Video.
Right.
I like Empire. I like Empire and Cookie and all of them and all the characters.
It was a good show. It was straight.
I ain't watched none of that dumb shit.
But I'm not gonna lie, I never watched Power.
I ain't watched none of that dumb shit. You think I'm gonna download an app to watch your dumb ass show?
Look, Power's so much better than Empire. It ain't even close in my opinion.
Empire.
Did you ever watch Empire?
No.
Bella?
Exactly. Okay, Bella.
So for Bella, it would be hard for you to cancel something again that she wasn't ever supporting in the first place.
Hold on, wait. What she say?
She said she didn't watch Empire. Have you ever watched anything with him in it?
I'm not a big TV watcher.
Okay, me neither. Okay,
she better than me.
Okay, I'm about to say I'm a judge. I was finna judge.
I ain't say anything, Bella. I love you.
Joey, did you ever watch Empire?
No.
Okay, so it ain't nothing for you to
Did you
cancel
watch
either?
Power?
No,
Okay.
Damn.
because those shows are stupid. It's
You smoking crack. How you gonna not watch something and call it stupid?
Because
that's insane to me.
Because she watching, I can hear the dumb shit.
Well, first of all,
there's no theatrical talent in there.
When you get done, Power cold. So I'm gonna.
Hey, gangster nigga. Hey, you nigga gonna have me the gangster again.
Calm down.
No, my thing is, because I don't like it because of Marissa. Marissa, no.
We can stop talking. I have posted to have some sympathy. I just lost a low amount.
She petty.
She did that. She did that. That's that Power shit. Have some sympathy.
No, but like that's on some real shit. Have some sympathy. I'm with you, bro.
I was in court.
I was in court, cuz.
I don't fuck that.
So wait, Justice Smollett, how we doing? How we doing?
Are we canceling?
It's not care, not care.
I don't care.
It's a cancel for me personally. I think the nigga did too much with that lying shit. Yeah. He is the face of lying at this point.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? When I see this nigga face, I'm like, he finna lie about
lying.
Why you always lying? He's like, oh my god. Stop fucking lying. Okay, here we go. This one gonna get a little deep for me personally. Deion Sanders.
All right now.
No.
Why we canceling this man again?
It's people. Okay.
Why is he? Why
you know
is he on the chopping block?
Okay, he's on the chopping block because Deion Sanders was the face of HBCUs, and another black coach.
Now he's going to a white school.
Another black coach came out recently and said in an interview he's not SWAC, and that went viral.
What that mean?
The other black coach is basically like SWAC is like the division in which HBCUs live. It's like, this is a black school, this is a black tradition, this is all that. Deion is not SWAC.
But he was never
went to Florida State, which is a D1 Big 5 school, Power 5 school. He didn't go to a HBCU.
Period.
Okay? He didn't graduate from there. He never went to none of them. And truth be told, Deion Sanders went to that school to build up the awareness and he brought attention. He brought so much attention to HBCUs. He brought so many recruits. He brought top 5 recruits. He was the first school ever. Jackson State was the first school ever to recruit a top 5 overall prospect.
Why is he being canceled?
Because he left. He built up the school just to leave to go to Colorado. He just took a job at Colorado. They paid him $5 million a year. You know what I'm saying? He was making like less than $500,000 a year at Jackson. He's making he making times 10 the money he was making at Colorado. But a lot of black people are canceling him because they like, nigga, you was really building something beautiful. Like, he brought so much awareness. He brought the TV deals, ESPN deals, like all the money that he brought to HBCUs and attention. A lot of black people are like on his head because he left for the money when what he was doing in the school was so much bigger to us as a people. You know what I'm saying? Because I always said this even as a kid. If all the black talent in America went to HBCUs, Alabama would be trash. Right. Georgia would be trash. Clemson would be trash.
He's the reason why
we started watching Jackson State and started watching Southern University. All these schools that we wasn't talking about, we now watching them on ESPN. If you're a sports fan, you know this. Because of Deion Sanders. So when he left and went to this big power, whatever the fuck Colorado's supposed to be, they in the Power 5 division, but they're not Power 5 yet. But he's taking his son with him. In his defense, he's taking a lot of his recruits from Jackson State. The number one recruit going with him. His son, Shadad Sanders.
He got 2 sons.
He got 2 sons, but the quarterback is going. He's gonna play.
That's fucked up. So he gonna take the talent from.
He's taking all the talent from the HBCU, but
he didn't take nobody. They made a choice to him.
But no, his son was coming. He told the students in his first day at Colorado. He told the niggas that was there. He said, "I'm coming here and I'm bringing my luggage, and it's Louis." Yes, told the kids. He said some spots are already solidified. Basically told these kids, good luck. So do you feel like we should be canceling Deion Sanders for what he did?
Joey got something to say.
Joey, Black Panther. Let's go, Resident.
Period.
I don't personally feel as if we should cancel a man for taking a different opportunity.
Okay.
One, he said he brought what? Awareness. So just because this man left, we gonna start watching? Mm-hmm. No. Now you know that it's some real talented brothers at them HBCUs.
I agree.
So why do you have to be a follower? Why do we need a martyr? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why do you need someone to be there to show you that we mean something?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Niggas been coming from HBCUs. Shannon Sharp came from HBCUs.
Facts.
A lot of niggas that came from HBCUs.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Not enough.
On the thing, and then on the top, no, but the thing on top of that is you gotta think This man got to feed his family. You're not producing something.
Deion Sanders not broke.
He's not broke.
Let's talk about it.
No, let me finish. No,
go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead, bro. But I'm in this.
Go off, Joe.
This is my shit.
But you got to think, the man, he didn't go there and exploit. That man went there on half. They don't pay him $300,000.
He wasn't making no money yet.
Right, they were paying him $300,000 a year. He gave half of that back to the school.
He did.
The whole time. So you can't say they was there about money. And then he told you before he got there, his goal is to be a coach of a Power 5 school.
Facts.
So he told you that before he hired you.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm bringing awareness to black schools. And it still do. Because niggas was really thinking like, I could go play at a black school.
Yeah.
It's really up to us to continue to keep watching. Just because Deion Sanders ain't the coach no more. First of all, I went to FAM. Fuck Jackson State.
You went to FAMU?
Yeah.
So you get it, yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Jackson State anyways, niggas.
But you gotta know that because of Jackson State and Deion Sanders, FAMU was on TV.
Yo,
that makes sense though?
Watch your mouth.
I fuck with FAMU, don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is, he brought a presence to HBCUs that was never there. And I'm saying this as a nigga on the outside looking in. I went to Mizzou. You know what I'm saying? So like, I almost went to Lincoln. Which was, HBCU in Missouri, but like they wasn't offering much of shit. You know what I'm saying? It was a party school. So truth be told, if Deion was at a HBCU when I was in high school,
I would have went.
You see what I'm saying? There's something about that is very appealing to a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? For a flashy superstar, he was the best corner of all time. Like Deion Sanders is when we talk about D-backs in sports, it's Deion Sanders and everybody else. You see what I'm saying? This nigga's Jerry Rice of his position. You see what I'm saying? You can't blame him, but at the same time, sometimes legacy has to be valued over money at some point. You know what I'm saying?
So you wanted him to
I'm
stay
not canceling it because I agree with you. I feel like he said it before he came in there. His goal was to get a job at a big university and bring his black players.
Bella, do you know about this man?
Not much, and I'm just gonna say no.
You're not canceling him?
No.
Okay.
What did he do wrong?
I don't think he's sold out. Niggas trying to say he's sold out. I don't think he necessarily sold out.
Cause have these niggas say no to feeding hungry kids when they at H&M.
That's true.
I don't want to hear none of that shit.
So all around the board, Deion Sanders on this panel is
he ain't counseled with me because I don't know.
We got 3 more people we got to run through real fast. So we got Tory Lanez.
We gonna do it fast.
Tory Lanez.
If he really shot it, yeah. If he really shot it, yeah.
Tory Lanez. Tory
and
Lanez.
Like Joey said.
If he really shot her, yeah.
Go ahead now.
If it comes out that he shot her.
He shot at her feet and said, dance, bitch.
Yeah, she said that.
Really?
Okay.
When it come out, because as a nigga that was in court for a bitch lying, I have a little sensitive spot. Until it comes out in court, and they say he's guilty, he is not canceled.
They can still be wrong, but I get you.
They can still be wrong, but until then.
Bella, what?
Bella, you canceling Tory Lanez?
I'm still listening to his music, though.
That nigga Cole.
I like Tory.
Tory Cole.
That nigga got a song called Florida Shit. I love that song.
Tory Cole.
Tory Lanez got some good music, but like you said in the previous conversation via text, that shit pending.
It's pending.
If he did that shit, if
Tory Lanez is pending in the circle.
Pending.
He's pending in the circle. In our circle, he's pending.
Can I say something real?
Go ahead.
Go ahead now,
Producer Black in the building, man. Y'all can't hear him, but we can. Let's go.
Hey, yo, no, they can't hear me.
Okay. Speak loud. Yeah.
Make it loud, baby.
No, so I had asked somebody like the Tory Lanez, right? So he
Not Tory Ho.
He didn't actually shoot Meg.
He shot him
the
ricochet.
Something ricochet into her
foot.
Yeah. The fragments.
And that's what it was.
Yeah. I agree.
And they was like, so he didn't shoot her.
No.
And I said, yeah, he shot her.
Yes.
You know why? Because if somebody shot something
a brick
in your
at the
direction,
ground and hit your mama.
Yeah.
You shot my mama.
Your mama got shot.
What you gonna say?
G-Baby got shot.
Yeah.
What you gonna say?
Yeah.
You shot my mama.
Shout out to G-Baby, man. Hey,
man.
I feel like
he definitely shot her. I'm not taking that away.
He shot her.
He shot her.
He never said dance, bitch.
I can't
He
fuck
said
with no nigga
dance,
that do no
bitch.
shit like that.
But he knew she couldn't dance though. That's kind of fucked up.
I feel like with the music though,
What?
I can't fuck with no nigga that do shit like that.
Tory Lanez music, I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's all right.
Nah, Tory Lanez got some.
It's all right.
Tory Lanez got some talent,
Y'all
bro.
ain't shit.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all niggas.
Y'all ain't some ain't shit niggas, man.
Tory got some, but I ain't about. I'm all about protecting black women.
We can't claim or not.
If you're canceling,
we gotta cancel. We gotta cancel the
pending.
not protecting black women part of it and not protecting us and putting her in danger.
So you cancel them?
Safe. I have to cancel that part.
So
of it.
you say yeah.
But
Okay,
it's
so we
pending.
got 2 pending.
I need a guilty.
We got a yes and a possible.
What'd you say?
I need a guilty
Impossible.
verdict
2 and
first.
impossible.
2 and impossible.
Maybe.
Here we go.
Who we got? Who we
Next.
got?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh,
my
no,
God.
not ye.
Kanye West.
Definitely not
Wake
his
up,
music.
Mr. West.
Definitely not his music. We have never canceled
That
Kanye.
music
music.
part?
No, listen. Yay.
Not going nowhere.
Yay, yeah.
We not canceling.
When that nigga
No, we
said,
not canceling him. Because I'm not even gonna lie, I do support. He's
till
kind
I
of crazy.
get my money right.
I support
I
him.
say no. I can't cancel him.
Not
Not his
even.
music.
I cannot cancel.
Can I say something? I can't cancel somebody who I feel doesn't
feel like
have
he a little
mental
sick,
stability.
though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If
I
you
feel like he need a little.
okay,
bit.
so
Nigga, you just canceled R. Kelly.
no, because I said R. Kelly. I said
Kelly didn't
I didn't cancel. I didn't cancel R. Kelly's music.
That's not some shit he
Hold on, but I
He
didn't
always
cancel.
been fucked up
But
mentally.
his sickness.
Yeah, but that's different,
Can I say
though.
this? R.
That's
Kelly's
different,
sickness
though.
affects
Where
other
my phone
people.
at?
You see what I'm saying? R. Kelly's sickness affects other people. Kanye only hurting himself with this shit, in my opinion, because of the shit he says. If you know somebody off the wall, you can't take all that shit serious. Everybody got some crazy people in their family, bro. Like,
And I slapped shit out of him every time.
and people be trying to make it like, oh no, he's a genius. This is part of his plan.
You
no, it's
tripping.
not. Let me tell you something. No, let me look in your camera. All y'all Kanye fans, this is not part of the plan. Him telling y'all, oh, I'm broke now and I'm
No,
happy.
I think that.
Listen,
I think that he
don't fall
lost
for that
his
shit.
mother.
He's not broke.
Like
He's
if you
not broke,
haven't,
first
if you
of all.
have not lost
Then he
your
not
mother,
happy.
if you haven't lost your
First
mother
of all,
on top of,
no.
on top of.
Put a point in it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna let
Okay,
you go.
if you
I'm
have
gonna
not
let you go.
lost-
before you continue.
In the words of
Okay.
Kanye.
It's
Kanye was
probably
doing
gonna-
this prior to his
Right.
Right,
There we go.
right.
Okay,
But you
go ahead.
gotta understand, like, the relationship that they had. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I hear you.
I'm not saying he was not fucked up or mentally unstable from the.
that mean?
Listen,
Don't say that.
I'm not saying he wasn't unstable from the relationship he had prior to. But it's kind of like when you have like that grounding point.
Yeah.
The grounding point. You know what I'm saying? The person who grounds you as a person.
I get it.
I feel like, honestly, I believe that everybody has that person. Everybody has that person, and I've
Not
seen
me.
from the you had or has that
Kanye
person.
off the chain, though,
the person that he had, in my opinion, was his mother. And he said these things beforehand, but I'm pretty sure, based off of like just the little videos and the documentaries I've seen,
the
his mother
documentary, yeah.
was that grounding point. Like, okay, motherfucker, she probably didn't say that. All right,
She would've told him not to fuck up their money,
So you're
though.
not
You know-
canceling him
you know what I'm saying?
because you feel like
Please.
He
so,
is low. I'm not going to counsel him in a sense of his musicality, because I feel that he has lost the grounding point and also lost the care that he probably needs.
I think that Kanye West has lost his. Remember we was talking about Candace Owens, right?
his
I
what?
think Candace Owens and him having a relationship is kind of like it comes full circle, because I feel like Candace Owens is actually very intelligent and very aware of what she's doing and saying. I think she's using Kanye West for who he is as a person and putting herself in that category of girl, you're not nowhere near no goddamn Kanye West. And for you to be spoken in the same sentences with him is part of what I say when I say she's manipulative and she knows what the fuck she's doing. But I say that to say this. You notice now Kanye going through this this spiral of a personality disorder.
Yeah.
He's on everybody's fucking podcast. He's on everybody's radio interviews. All of a sudden, all these people are taking advantage of this man and what he can do for their platforms.
If we could bring him on, we would.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying.
Kanye West at this point will listen to any. He will talk to anybody who will fucking listen. You know what I'm
As a
saying?
PR, I'm trying to bring Kanye
But
on.
my point is, I don't like the
Bring that
expulsion
nigga
of
on.
him. I don't like people taking advantage of people. That's almost like when I was in high school and I would see people fucking with like the slow kids, like, hey man, give her a kiss, go slap her on the booty.
What?
And I ain't gonna lie to you, like I'm keeping it $1. Like I'm being serious. Like you would see the kids teasing. I'm keeping it a bean. You would see the kids fucking with like the slow kids. And they would be like, yeah, on my mama. They'd be like, go touch her booty. And the nigga would be like, okay. And he would go do it, and the girls would be like, bitch ass nigga. And niggas would get a laugh off that.
And y'all the reason why they got ESC classes.
I feel like now people will tell it.
They the reason why they got ESC classes. They gotta separate motherfuckers.
But it's people nowadays telling him to go touch somebody's booty.
What?
You know what I'm saying? They doing what they can to get a kick off this nigga, man. And I don't like that shit. I don't think Kanye got it all right here.
So are you canceling him or no?
I can't.
Okay, so you say no.
I can't. No. Not in my right now.
I would cancel him, but not his music.
You would cancel Kanye.
Him and not
Why?
his music. Because, bro, like, anytime niggas start shitting on their own people just for the comfort of white folk.
I can't fuck with it, yeah.
Like, cause who buying your shit? It's really niggas that's buying your shit.
Absolutely.
A lot of white people buy his music.
Yeah, I don't give a rat's ass.
You know that though.
But who the one bought his music before we even knew who fuck
we was college dropout niggas, yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? We want to put him on that fucking pedestal.
808 though?
We fuck with the Yeezys.
Yeah.
Who? I ain't buying them ugly ass
some ugly
socks.
shoes.
Goddamn.
Nigga, the space shoes.
But my thing, I can't cancel his music because a lot of his music sit with me personally. Like the song Roses. Anytime I hear Roses, it shed a tear because it reminds me when I used to visit my mother.
It's not too many people that beat Kanye in the verses, bro.
Yeah, who's gonna beat Kanye?
And I agree with that. So I agree with his music being that.
And then on top of that, he could take it from his music even to Sunday service. I wish when he was in that Sunday service realm, I wish he would have stayed in that realm.
I don't. I felt like it was too. How can I say this?
No,
it was It was cultish to me. It was almost like they were praising him. Like if you ever watch him just sit in the middle of them singing to him with his eyes open, it's almost like he thought he was.
See, but I
like
look
a
at
spiritual,
but I'm looking at it.
Fuck that, nigga. That shit weird to me. When they be like, dun 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 dun, he be like, you know what I'm saying, nigga? Fuck that. That shit to me too cultish.
That was a little.
That's
creepy.
a little too cultish. That Sunday service shit to me felt like they were honoring him. It was like it's almost like when they was talking about Jesus and God, they was talking to him. And it's almost like he was drawing their energy.
I don't agree.
Like that shit felt demonic to me.
To be honest, I look at Sunday service from like an entertainment aspect.
No,
and it's just more so as
ego aspect,
as in like it's just live performance, and then, you know what I'm saying. But I feel like then when he was in the Sunday service realm, that's when he was at his most positive.
You think so?
Yeah,
he was.
He was positive
at his most positive.
He was still saying off the wall shit.
Him and his wife seemingly had a good relationship. Mm-hmm. He was able to be around his kids. You seen him smile and shit like that.
I ain't against religion. I feel like if it make you a better person, do that shit. If any religion you worship, any gods you worship, if it make you a better person, you ain't hurting nobody, do that shit.
What about
just
Satan?
Don't try to. If you worship the devil and the devil telling you to feed the homeless, nigga, feed them.
I doubt it.
You feel me? I'm just keeping it a bean. Like I don't care who you are. Who knows if you right? Who knows if you right? Be honest. Like until you dead, how you know you right? If you study Judaism, if you a Muslim, if you a Christian, how do you know you're right?
But to be fair, it's about 32 religions. And
it's a lot of them.
And all of them say Satan is wrong.
But my thing is, hold on. But my thing is, my point of saying it is because I just read something actually recently. It said the satanic school just like stop these kids from having like their satanic group. And it was like, wait a minute, how can y'all stop us from worshiping our God and y'all can worship y'all's? You know what I'm saying?
Because Satan is son of God, he was an angel.
Whatever they feel like. But y'all tripping. But my thing is like, but my point is saying, that's their choice.
No, you know why? You know why they don't want them worshiping Satan? Because them niggas don't know how to just worship Satan. They worship Satan and want to start hurting people.
What is associated with Satan?
A lot of
still killing and destruction.
Exactly.
You know what's
so why would you condone a negative group?
Can I say this though? If we keeping deep on Lucifer.
We said Satan.
We're not talking about Lucifer.
We the same nigga.
Angel. We're talking about the devil. We're talking about Satan.
Same nigga. Look, Rock, don't try to do that. Same nigga.
It is.
So is y'all canceling Satan or y'all canceling Lucifer?
Y'all canceling Lucifer? Because
Lucifer can sing and he made beautiful music.
Look, you see all this shit? You see Civilization?
Anyway.
His shit.
No.
Did you hear what I said? His shit.
Are we canceling yay or no?
No, I'm not canceling yet.
No.
Okay. All right, so let's move on. Let's slide.
Our next and last cancel is Kyrie Irving.
Let's just say it. I'm not canceling that man. He
Kyrie
ain't
Irving.
getting it wrong.
Okay, Kyrie Irving. I tell you what, I can't cancel Kyrie, man, because I feel like Kyrie really believe the shit he be saying, and that's the only thing I can say.
Saying.
What do he be saying?
Kyrie thought the Earth was flat at one point. And
damn.
I personally think if you think the Earth flat, something wrong with you. Like if you done any kind of
drugs,
any kind of research of your own, and if you got eyes, if you got a brain,
damn.
I don't think that you would really believe that the earth is flat and we in a bubble.
It doesn't matter. That's what he thinks.
To be fair, them Israelite niggas that be yelling at people outside of Denny's really backwards as fuck.
Because of what he said about Jews and what he posted about Jews and Jewish people. And
I was about to say, is that what
did he say?
As black people, we don't really care.
What did he say?
Basically, that we was
them niggas do not like us.
A lot of people
They don't be with us.
like blood.
I bet I catch an Israelite lacking on my blood.
Hold on. Go ahead.
So he getting canceled for that.
Okay.
Basically, his takes on Jews and his takes on the Jewish community and
Well,
the
he
real
didn't
the true
say those
Israelites.
aloud.
It's his take on it, but he's also came out and said things in the past. Basically, Kanye, I should call him Kanye. He's basically a Kanye West when it comes to the ego of a man. Like they feel like they smarter than everybody else. We all dumb. We all peasants. We don't understand. You know what I'm saying? They talk down on people. They don't talk to people. They talk at people.
To be fair,
you know what I'm saying? Like Kyrie always been the type of nigga. Like he's very intelligent. Again, I give people the credit where credit's due. Kyrie Irving is an intelligent brother.
Yeah.
But he does talk to people like they simple-minded, because a lot of people are. But I don't know. It's an ego thing for me. Like,
to be
how
fair,
you feel about Kyrie?
He's not talking to us. He's talking to the ignorant reporters that ask him stupid questions.
Okay.
To be fair, why would you ask someone about their personal religion and feelings and then get mad about what they feel? I'm not gonna go up to a motherfucker. We know Kyrie is one of them Hebrew Israelite niggas and all this shit. I'm not gonna go up to a Klansman and ask him about his views
on
and then get mad because I'm not to equate them the two. To be honest, if you know anything, as a Black Panther, I run across the Israelite niggas all the fucking time.
I get it.
These niggas is annoying as fuck, and all they do is stand on the corner of Denny's and yell at niggas in Southeast San Diego. And the shit is annoying. He like, we Crips and Bloods and shit. Right. Really, if I catch one of them Israelite niggas out, I'm joking.
It might be a problem.
Bro, I was at the red light, nigga. When me and Marissa were living in, we were living in Southeast, baby.
Yeah.
City Heights. I'm at the Denny's. I'm at the light. I'm getting ready to do some Black Panther shit. So I'm Black Panther. I got my beret on and shit, and I got my windows down.
Okay.
That nigga said, "Hey, brother. You the one I want to talk to."
Brother?
I said, about what? Why don't you I got time for that. Because while you're standing on the corner yelling at people about the black man plight, I am going to help the black man plight.
Right.
That's two different things. I'm not going to stand on the corner.
We're going to make that change, baby.
I'm not going to stand on the corner and yell at everybody about how you fucked up, and how you fucked up. I'm going to be in the community and I'm going to be like, hey, look, I know we fucked up, but look, I got these pillows and I got these comforters for the homeless. Yep. I got food for the kids.
How can we fix
shit like that. I can't respect the shit. So with Kyrie to make like a round it around, Kyrie is ignorant, but the thing is, and when it comes to the fact of that, the shit he said, I don't personally care about Jews to be offended. Like where I'm from, we don't have Jews, so it's like unless they live on the other side.
You know what's crazy about that? A lot of black people can't tell the difference between a white person and a Jewish person.
I can.
They got some features.
I'll say that again. We don't know what white people even look like no more. Because everybody that got skin like that look white to us.
And they is white.
No, they're not. The same people you think look like them people, they killed them people by the millions. And you get what I'm saying?
At the end of the day,
makes sense. Jerry Seinfeld couldn't have walked into fucking Germany in the 40s without getting fucking throwing the gas chamber.
No,
you know what
but to them, am I black or am I Native American?
You black.
You native nigga.
What I'm saying is, so is it okay for them to think that way?
No, but again,
but when we think the opposite, like, okay, are we gonna differentiate between a Jewish person and a Caucasian person? Yeah. We don't differentiate, but we feel like it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate for them to tell me that I am black when I know for a fact that I'm Native American.
I don't give a fuck. You know why I don't give a fuck? Because when motherfuckers be doing shit against black people, these motherfuckers don't do none of that shit. Niggas do not get angry when crackers be saying shit. All they want to motherfucker. Jerry Jones is literally in a fucking photo.
Let's go there. We finna go there now. Look, let me ask y'all a question as a group. Y'all ready? So my next question is cancel culture an attack on the black community?
Yes.
Because as black people, we talk about shit that's happening in the black community. You know what I'm saying? We don't really talk about other people's community. We don't really care what's happening in other people's community. So of course, for us, it's gonna feel like an attack on us. But we want to know from the outside looking in, do y'all really feel like cancel culture is an attack on the black culture?
The question I have
Bella,
is
I want to
like,
get to you on this too.
who white people are we counseling? Who's white and counseled?
Yeah, we cancel some niggas.
So I'm asking the question out of ignorance. For really, like I don't know if there's any white people.
It's some white people I can think of off the top of my head. I do as a black man. I feel like some white people get unfairly canceled.
Who's canceled?
Rachel Nichols.
Who the fuck is
ESPN.
that?
Okay, I'll say this. It's a woman named Rachel Nichols. She was on ESPN. She used to host a show called NBA Live, right? And it was NBA Today or whatever. It was a show that came on daily on ESPN. Rachel Nichols, somebody bugged her room, and when they bugged her room, and she was talking about this young black anchor that was coming up, who they was trying to give Malika Andrews. They was trying to give her job. And she was like, I've been working in this motherfucker for 15 years. I know y'all about diversity and y'all about all that, but don't take my spot. You know what I'm saying? Just because she's black. Give it to a man. Like, take one of these niggas off the air and give it to them.
Hold on, wait.
She said the N-word.
Oh, I was about to say, hold on. She said the N-word.
Let me make it clear. Rachel Nichols.
I was going to say, be clear.
And she said that. Rachel Nichols basically said, why does she have to take my spot? If they trying to be diverse and they want to bring a black woman in here, let them bring a black woman in here. I'm fine with that. But don't take my spot. Period. And somebody said that and they canceled her for it. She lost her job at ESPN. Everybody tried to make her out to be a racist. Shout out to all the smoke. Stacks and Matt Barnes. They had her on the podcast and they was like, tell your story because we know you. And we know what you did for us as black men. She put them on TV. Yep. She gave a lot of black people opportunities. She ain't never been racist, but the fact that she said what she said about like, I understand that y'all want to be diverse and y'all want black women to have a job, but don't give her my job. You know what I'm saying? I work too hard for this shit. You know what I'm saying? She lost her job for that. Right. Why did we cancel Rachel Nichols? That's an example. That's just one example of when black women. Because the politics.
TV had it was like, this is a woman's position.
Right.
So you're removing a white
woman for a black woman.
But you keeping the other.
And the white woman was saying,
just remove one of the other.
Just remove one of the white dudes out the way.
Y'all want her that bad? Right. And I do that good of a job?
Right.
And they don't? Just remove a man.
She lost her job for that. But that's just an example of what I mean when I say they cancel white people sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Unfairly. Go ahead.
To be fair, the cancel culture is all fault of white people. Simply because think about where cancel culture is. We're canceling you for being racist or sexist or any of these things because white people neglected to 1, stop, 2, acknowledge, or 3, empathize. You know, so like it's a cause and effect. It started out as we calling out all the motherfuckers that done said racist shit over the years, and you for to lose money. And white people just took it to the extra fucking max. We cancel you because you said you don't like applesauce. We saying cancel you because of this. We can't take it too much
for any reason.
Woke culture started out as black people and ended as white people thing. Now white people swear they so fucking woke. And that's what it is. The cancel culture started out as something very positive, as holding white people of power and accountable, and then it turned into we just gonna start canceling everything.
So it's excessive. It's
so that's my next question. Is cancel culture becoming too excessive? Cancel culture is subjective. That was one of our highlights. We got that up.
Yeah, we can't cancel nobody just because you don't like what they said.
Right, I totally
like all the time.
So we got it up somewhere. That's the definition of cancel culture right there. And the next slide should say what we just said. This is the question we want to get to. We're about to wrap it up in a minute. We got like 1 or 2 more topics coming up. But the next topic is cancel culture. Is it becoming too excessive? And is cancel culture too subjective? And that's what we was talking about as far as like how do you determine what to cancel and what not to cancel? And like I said in the beginning of the show, you can't cancel some shit you don't fuck with, no way. You know what I'm saying? So that is, to me, the part that's subjective. You know what I'm saying? Being excessive, I'll use it as an example. Shout out to Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner just came home. Shout out to BG. She just got free today. She's on a plane. She's on her way home. She's been reunited with her family and everything like that. But we got to get into the details of this. Right. I feel like cancel culture, personally, is why she got free. Because if you don't know the history behind this shit, there is a teacher that's been over there in Russia forever. There is a Marine that's been over there for like 4 years. who ain't got no kind of nothing.
Take that bass out your voice when you say Marine.
I'm just keeping it a bean. Like, let's talk about it. I'm glad she's home with her family. But the trade we just made, we just got fucking hosed. Like, if you know anything about how this shit works.
No, like...
You know what his name was?
He was
the merchant of death.
Period.
They traded a chick that had some weed for the merchant of death.
Can I say something?
When you think about it from a logical standpoint, that don't make no sense. But I think cancel culture had everything to do with it. Go ahead.
Before we go into everybody's... Before we go into everybody's comment, we want to highlight the fact that everybody on this panel, this poll, has some type of connection with the military.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and then the viewers, you will see where we're coming from and the standpoint and why we answer this particular question in the way we are. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let's be realistic.
And from a Marine.
Let's be realistic.
Let's be realistic.
Let's go.
All right. One, I agree with you, as in it was
another fair trade?
No. But it was because of cancel culture.
I agree with that.
And two, it's all about when these country leaders interact with each other. Yeah, it's all about chess and checkers.
It is.
Yes.
Do you really think? And America is one smart motherfucker. There's a lot of things wrong with it.
Agreed.
But when it comes to intelligence and counterintelligence and tracking people, they up there.
Yeah.
Do you really think we not gonna get him later?
That's what I was thinking in my mind. And another thing I thought about was, how do we know we giving back the same nigga we got? He's been locked up since 2009.
They don't know.
Did you hear what I just said? The merchant of death, who they just let go, and everybody think that he's about to make a big impact on this war between Russia and Iran. In Ukraine. Like, how do we know that they're getting back the same nigga that
this nigga might be reformed?
They might have fucked him up.
We could have made that nigga a spy.
You know what I'm saying? They might have really they might have fucked this man up.
He ain't reformed. He's worse.
He's worse.
He might be worse.
You seen the handshake? Did y'all see the exchange video?
No.
Y'all haven't seen it?
No. What happened?
Russia got him back there. It was like,
my nigga, welcome back. Let's get these guns.
So what? He helps the war in Ukraine.
Okay.
Why should I care?
Because we just gave them all our motherfucking money. We just gave Ukraine all them billions of dollars.
But that's how we need to talk.
To get them nigga that's gonna help them score.
Ukraine wrote out if Americans come to help and you black, we don't be shocked if we called you a nigga.
Agreed.
When I heard that, I said I don't give a fuck if that whole motherfucking country.
So when we talk about war and
but
you know
killed
what I'm
Americans.
saying, and
white Americans.
It's a utilitarian.
Yeah, one nigga American on there. They got.
You don't know that.
I guarantee it.
You don't know that.
I bet you $20.
Okay, but if he's supplying guns to an enemy country, and you're a Marine,
right?
Personally a Marine. The guns that they shooting at you with probably came from that nigga.
And guess what? I'm still alive.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm still alive.
It probably came from that. Listen, he was bringing in 10,000 guns a day.
Thousands of guns
a day.
So what? Your uncle used to bring in 10 kilos of cocaine, and every auntie on the block is a coke addict.
Touche.
But y'all don't want to cancel Uncle John because he used to get you a bicycle every Christmas.
So with this,
fuck y'all.
So with this latest political debacle, do we feel like cancer culture has gotten that far? Do we think it's too excessive?
Yes, white people took it over and it got out of hand.
Bella, you think it's too excessive?
Cancel culture?
Yeah. Is it controlling the narrative of how we handle things?
Absolutely. It's excessive. It's a bit much. Sometimes people be canceled over nothing. And it's just, at this point, it's just popular to say, oh, he's canceled. Like,
y'all cancel the baby, but forgive your baby daddy.
Like, it's just popular to say it. So I feel like
you're canceled.
Right.
Yeah, because
you gotta be careful how you treat dogs these days, or your ass gonna get canceled.
A man just got 21 years in prison
for killing a dog. Bella.
No, that dude was fucking a dog.
I think he killed it.
No, step on it.
Some guy killed some lady's dog and got
Wait,
killed.
We're not talking about that. Okay,
step on it.
At the end of the day,
these niggas ain't got no dogs.
Cancel culture is obviously a thing. This is the times and places that we live in. Okay? But it is a bit too accessible. I feel like as a unit, I can say that we won't fuck with it, right? We not fucking with it.
Period.
We canceling cancel culture.
Period.
That's what we doing.
We gotta cancel.
We canceling cancel culture.
Watch, you gonna get 3 views for the rest of our life because we done got canceled.
We gotta cancel culture. I agree.
We canceling cancel culture. And
too much peer pressure.
Not even just that. It's just let people be them. And mind your business.
Yes.
Mind your business. You can have your own opinions and stuff at home. But we don't care. Stop trying to cancel people because who are you?
Right.
If you want to cancel somebody, cancel yourself.
We are the consumers and we hold the power. These people we talk about wouldn't be anything without us.
Yeah, but I wouldn't buy it anyway.
If you didn't watch the shows, if you didn't listen to the music, if you didn't buy anything, they would be absolutely nobody.
They'd be your supervisor.
Hold on. I want to say something.
We actually have the control. Go ahead.
We have the control. But if cancel culture was really a thing to benefit those who were marginalized or those who were abused, it would have something on the other side of it. Like cancel culture right now is like, oh, let's stop listening to the baby's music.
Right.
Vice, R. Kelly's music, whatever the case may be. Vice, hey, let the contributions of those who do listen to R. Kelly's music go to those who are marginalized or victimized.
They did. All his money going to them victims.
If that was the case, it was like worldwide known, then I would be like, oh, cancel culture is like a genuine thing, a genuine reason why people are canceling people. As of right now, cancel culture is more of a fad than a cause and effect. Like, this person fucked up, we're gonna go cancel him in turn to help and support the victims. Right now it's like, oh, he did that, we're gonna cancel him to diminish like the brand, the idea, the music of that person.
Yeah, if you do something, they don't care about it.
It's to destroy you.
It's okay.
Niggas be trying to cancel artists, but they only cancel your daddy that didn't show up in 95.
What I'm trying to say is, if we're gonna do that, let that be what it is. People can, in fact, like feel like so and so didn't do what I felt they were entitled to do as the brand, the name, the person who has the viewership or whatever to support a party or whatever the case may be.
Point at me when y'all talk about fucked up people.
Nobody can see you.
I'm about to point you now in a minute.
Support a party that I feel like they should support, but when they don't, we shouldn't feel like, oh, I'm going to counsel them because they're on the opposing side. I think that's unfair to say, and as a community, we need to understand and have these ideas upon ourselves to decide whether or not we're going to counsel somebody or let their music live on or their legacy live on, and just counsel them as an individual because of what they believe in and what they act upon. You know what I'm saying?
So the last thing we want to get on before we get out of here, Tori, I'm gonna piggyback on what you said. We want to talk about comedians and comedy and cancel culture because I think this is where an art form kind of is getting destroyed. Personally. All right. So the question is, should comedians be held to the same standards in regard to cancel culture?
Absolutely.
Oh shit! Bella said it off top.
Personally, off the top, I don't think they should be.
The same standard?
I think that comedians have always been our eyes into a window in which they say things that we are not allowed to say. And they say things in which, because if you go all the way back to me, I grew up clearly with my dad and he let us listen to Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy and stuff like that. So like, even Eddie Murphy back in the day making jokes about Mr. T, if Mr. T was gay and he was like, I'll fuck your ass, I'll rip your dick off. Like, I listened to that shit when I was like 8-10 years old. You know what I'm saying? And if you make jokes about gay people now like that, about Mr. T being gay and stuff like that, you would possibly be canceled. You know what I'm saying? As growing up, we thought this shit was just, funny. We didn't know it was offensive or anything like that because in some ways, jokes can be offensive. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? Especially when they raise, like I said about the Michael Richards guy.
Why y'all pointing at me every time?
Because you're a comedian. So the Michael Richards guy from Seinfeld said the shit about niggas hanging from trees. Again, I said this earlier. If Chris Rock said this, and it was very true, if you're going to be racist or sexist or homophobic or anything like that, you better be funny. You better be fucking funny.
Well, that shit ain't funny.
But it's not funny. But sometimes people make jokes that are really funny. Dave Chappelle had a joke about the trans when he was in the car with the 4 gay people.
White jokes that's really funny. Like that.
I will tell you a time where somebody did something racist and which I thought was funny.
Okay, go ahead.
It was a movie called Tropic Thunder. Okay. And Robert Downey Jr. played a white man who was in blackface.
A dude.
He played the dude playing another dude, right? If you understand what they was trying to do in that movie, they was actually making fun of white people taking roles away from black people, Asian people, like they had the Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Like, come on, nigga, like, come on, you know what I'm saying? And they was making jokes basically like they needed somebody to play this black sergeant. And they picked a white dude to play the black sergeant. That was almost like a jab at Hollywood. Does that make any sense? So if you understood the dynamic of what they were trying to do in that moment, they was actually making fun of Hollywood for casting white people to play black roles or Asian roles. He was funny. He was actually funny. The whole role, he overdid it. Robert Downey Jr.
Like, who was hanging from trees?
That wasn't funny. And again, he got canceled for that. You know what I'm saying? Because he missed. That was very risky to do that, and he missed. You know what I mean? Dave Chappelle has made homophobic jokes that were funny as fuck.
He ain't never made it.
And they tried to cancel him for it, and the people who went too far and they protested in Netflix and tried to they got fired. That's how much
he's still rich and they still unemployed.
He's still rich and they unemployed. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you can cross that line if you're doing it in a way in which the art is respected. Once you disrespect the art and the people at the same time, you can't come back from that. So when it comes to comedy, do y'all feel like comedy should get more of a pass?
Can we start with Joey?
Joey the comedian. And so I'm pretty sure he didn't say some shit that could have got him canceled.
Dave Chappelle does it for a point because everything that said black gets looked as funny for the entire world.
But when they say gay shit, yeah, that's what I'm saying though.
Like, shit, not for real.
Right.
And then when it comes, and I think Dave Chappelle does it.
He does that on purpose.
Literally everybody.
Yes, sir.
On purpose.
Yeah.
To bring light to the point of like, black people ain't the only people that's motherfucking funny. I'm gonna talk about your gay ass too.
He got a joke where he was with his white friend Chad, and they was at a light, and the dude tried to race him, and he said he was high, and Chad was high, and he looked at Chad, and he was like, "What should I do?" And Chad was like, "I don't know, nigga. Sometimes you gotta race." You know what I'm saying? Him saying that, like the white guy saying sometimes, nigga, you gotta race. For some reason, as racist as it could have been a lot of people, it was funny as fuck in the moment. It was the timing of the joke. It was, you know what I'm saying? Right. Sometimes the shit ain't that serious. You know what I mean? And I think we overly sensitive when it comes to comedians.
Cancel Dave in that.
Why not Dave though?
But Nate, whoever the fuck
They need to get smoked.
Chad, right? That was his best friend type shit. You feel me, Joey? How you feel about this? Do you feel like comedians should get a pass, or a longer leash? May I say that? Not a pass.
I would say a longer leash. Okay. Simply is based on because I use a lot of like race jokes in my sets. Like I got a joke that say like.
Here we go.
I'd be like,
fingers crossed.
I come in there and I'd be like, hey, you know, man, white people have came a long way since 1776. And every white person in there know what I mean when I say you came a long way to 1776. Yeah. And I'd be like, to be honest, I used to want to be white when I was a kid. Yeah. Because I thought y'all ain't beat y'all kids. And then I found out y'all drowned them. I'm like, fuck that, because I ain't know how to swim. I ain't know how to swim. I don't want to do that. Like, I don't know how to swim.
Right.
At the time, I ain't know how to swim.
Right.
Better laughing too hard. You don't know, baby.
Y'all, I get dropped off to my grandma's house. You get dropped off to a lake. That's two different things that I want for my life. Right. But that joke hits every fucking time.
The fact that white people can laugh at themselves for that.
Yeah.
Why can't we do it?
Evolve.
Because
we do laugh.
You know why?
Do we?
When people say black people can't swim, they laugh.
White people. No, white people love to hear about.
That's funny.
White people love to hear about how white they look to other races. Yeah. They love to hear about how white they look to other races.
Yeah.
Black people don't want to hear about how niggerish we look to other white people. You already try to downplay our blackness.
We don't deal with too much, cuz.
We don't deal with too much, bro.
Tori?
I can't swim, and I don't want nobody to know that.
Tori.
And she from the Navy.
Hold on. I'm not gonna lie, Marissa. The way you laugh offended me.
Is it because
I don't give a fuck. No. The way she maybe.
That's how he treats me.
The way she laughed, it was like a little too high on that shit, nigga. Like what the fuck, Marissa?
But chill, she got them Southeast braids.
No, I'm gonna say this.
And my white grandma's from Southeast. So.
I'm from the Midwestern state.
They ain't got
Ain't no motherfucking water.
This nigga from the South.
Tori, I swim excellent, nigga. We are from the same place.
You went one out. You went one out the bubble pool, nigga.
They got pools in Louisville. Stop acting like that.
Nah, they ain't got no pool.
What pool you went to?
But Tori, what's your take on comedians? Do you think comedians should?
I have a negative taste in my mouth because ever since I was legit,
yeah.
I was legit. I wanted to be a comedian, and there was one point in time when I thought I was being a comedian, and I accidentally butt down my mother. And it all got captured on her voicemail.
Oh Lord Jesus!
And majority of comedians, like comedy, comes from pain or experiences, et cetera, et cetera. So that comedy that I displayed in that moment was based on experience and also pain. And I felt like I couldn't do comedy anymore because my mother heard it. She was upset. She answered my phone calls for a long time.
Oh, you were grown.
She went in on.
I was grown. I was out in the military.
Let me ask you this.
But what I'm gonna say is,
go ahead.
I feel they don't get a pass because it affects somebody. Mm-hmm. And I've had to experience how it affects somebody.
What you said about your mama?
So you saying like comedians at this point in 2023 that they should start filtering themselves for people?
Well,
because a nigga literally just got smacked, and we rooted for him to get smacked because he was talking about somebody.
Well, it's not necessarily.
My point is,
it's not necessarily
everybody's like, yeah, that's what he get.
If a nigga come to me after the show, say, "Hey, next time you do a show and you see my wife, don't talk about my wife."
Right.
Cause people do that. People will come up like it's been times I've been at shows, and people will come up to me and be like,
"But you didn't
said something." No, but you listen to what I'm saying. That's not the first time he said something.
Okay.
So the understanding,
Jesus Christ.
So the point that I make when I tell my little story about that is the understanding that when comedians are comedians, when you are really in the profession, you understand that everything you say is going to offend or affect someone. And I understood that once I realized I was offending and affecting my mother, and I didn't go that route. You know what I'm saying? As a comedian, you understand it will offend and affect somebody. You just know that role, and then when you pursue forward, depending on how you feel about the situation, understand that your ass getting canceled is a possibility. That's all I'm saying. They should understand that's a possibility in regards to comedians in general. I'm not canceling everybody because I love the hell out of Dave Chappelle when he tell his jokes that are on the line and teetering and all that shit. He rapes, but he saves. This shit was funny to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like this.
Joey,
don't do that.
No, you good.
Don't do that.
I was just saying.
Don't do that. Jesus Christ.
I was just saying that I done been in situations where someone would come to me after the show and would be like, "Hey, I didn't appreciate what you said to my partner or whatever, my wife." Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Can you not say things at least not geared towards her? Now, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure they had a conversation the first time you said something like that on a public stage. So I can't get upset if I do another show
and you see him again,
and I see him again, and I be like, "Ha ha, your bald head ass wife," and this man come up and he won't pressure. Me personally, if I already know that it's been a problem and I say something again, I'm not just gonna stand there and let a nigga walk towards me.
Right.
That's me personally. Yeah. And so, as a comedian, it's not even about filtering yourself. It's one, knowing your crowd and knowing where you at.
It's a line. It's a boundary.
It's certain jokes I won't tell in front of a white crowd. It's a certain jokes I won't tell in front of a black crowd. And that's just simply what it is. And the problem is now, do I feel like motherfuckers should be canceled? To a certain extent, because sometimes comedians get in the realm of get in the realm of political figures too. You can't teeter that. You can't be a comedian and a political figure at the same time because it's no comedy in politics.
No way you can do that. That's the opposite to me.
You want me to take you as one of them political niggas and what you talking about seriously? You be talking about you can't be talking about laws and then be talking about gay people in a negative light, because then them two things coincide. So is you serious or is you ain't? You feel me? But
right. Yeah. Bella, do you think it's boundaries? Do you think there should be boundaries in comedy when it comes to canceling people and stuff like that?
I think there should be boundaries in anything that you say on a public platform.
Okay.
Period.
Man, for them. Okay.
Ultimately, I do feel like comedians have had a long standing of being able to say what they want and kind of get away with it because of the occupation that they reserve. Mm-hmm. But like I said,
Yeah.
You have to be accountable. If people are offended, then people are offended. And maybe they won't listen to you, or maybe they'll cancel you and won't bring their friends and their family. And maybe you might not make money. You do have to be accountable to the things that you say, whether you are a comedian or not. Mm-hmm. Do I feel like they should have a little bit more girth? Yeah, but ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't feel like, I don't know.
They should be able to get away with everything.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they should be able to get away with everything. But
serious anyways.
If you funny, you funny. How I feel about that is like, I'm gonna say this: if you funny, you funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure you funny, my nigga. Like, don't say something.
If you funny, you funny.
Yeah.
Comedians should get a little bit more rope to hang themselves.
I agree.
All right.
So we canceling comedians or no?
We not canceling comedians.
Y'all gotta cancel me.
Before we get up, okay.
Off of what you said,
okay, go ahead.
Real quick.
Yeah.
About that was different, man. He offended one person.
Who is this? Oh, Chris Rock.
Will.
Yeah.
One person.
It was directed.
And, and she gave him like.
But go ahead.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
That's why he did
handle
that.
your business.
But the rest of these motherfuckers, they be doing it too. They offend a couple people.
Yeah, of course,
Groups of people.
It was a directed, like.
Yeah.
So
Targeted.
Before we get out of here, we want to hit on. We've been canceling people all day. We want to understand that canceling people is not the only cancel culture that's out here. You can cancel businesses as well. I want to see. Because right now, the trending thing right now is Balenciaga. Can we put up the actual ad that calls Balenciaga so much? Because they was recently here in San Diego, they was down at the mall trying to cancel these motherfuckers for the same thing. This is the actual ad. If y'all don't see this, they came out with a statement that said, we sincerely apologize for any offense our holiday campaign may have caused.
Holiday?
Our plush bear bags should not have been featured with children in this campaign. We have immediately removed the campaign from all platforms. If y'all don't see this campaign, I'm gonna tell you the truth and get into the depth of it is fucking sick. Because if you know the mind of a pedophile, if you can even try your best to try to even tap into the mind of a pedophile, to have all this stuff in this bondage and the bears in bondage. If you look at the items on the ground, it's almost like some 50 Shades of Grey type shit, and they have children holding these bears and children in these ads, almost in like a sexual way.
And they associated with this.
They associated with it, exactly.
I'm not gonna.
That's the depth of how serious this ad really was. If you can't really, if you just see, if you in your eyes see a child holding a bear, you don't see the picture that they're trying to portray to.
And I'm not gonna
to the mind of these pedophiles. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, like I don't have a pedophile like mind. I guess.
Yeah.
I know I don't.
That's why a lot of people didn't see it that way.
Because like I'm not gonna say I'm innocent in that sense, but like when I look at the advertisement, I see a child holding a bear. Mm-hmm. But like, why the fuck the bear got on X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
Not necessarily comparing the two. Like, oh shit, somebody who is fucked up is gonna look at this shit like, oh, I love children. Oh, she got the bear tied up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at that in that way.
What is BDSM?
I didn't know.
Bondage.
But BDSM is tying people up, right?
Big dick sex movie.
No, like
like
I
bondage,
know
sexual,
it's like
some
about
shit.
bondage and shit like that.
All time bitches.
Yes, there you go.
Pretty much, like I never learned how to
say it like that for Joy.
But with the picture in the advertisement and all that stuff, like no bullshit. When I grew up in high school, we had Magna Career Academies. I wanted to be in business, and I wanted to go into commercial advertisement because the mind of a person makes someone to buy something.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And with that in mind, I might not have known that it may be like targeted people who love like kids or pedophiles.
Way more pedophiles out here than you know.
But with the mind of someone who wanted to go into commercial advertisement and you want to attract people to your product. Mm-hmm. Nigga, how? How is that a child holding a bear is going to attract you to buying? I don't even know what the fuck they were selling.
Hey, one of the
what
bears
got
a bear bag. They got a
mouth gag.
Yeah, they got a gag.
I don't have my glasses on.
I don't know what BDSM is, but I know that's
What I'm saying, I'm saying is, with the general basis of what I know, and not negatively directed towards like people who we're targeting to cancel, right?
Who got kids?
What are we? Are people who have kids? Are people who understand children and understand marketing? What the fuck are we even targeting? Right now, I'm in introduction to marketing right now for my BA right now.
Who approved it?
What are we even talking about?
Who approved it? My thing is, who's seen this? Who's seen this at Balenciaga and was like, let's run this category?
People need black friends.
So at the beginning,
we would have told them.
What the fuck is that?
No,
is that a mouth gag with a
baby? Understanding, and me being in a business major right now.
Yeah.
There's several steps before we get to this part.
Yeah.
Several steps. Like no bullshit. Analytics. People analyzing the advertisement and understanding the minds of the consumer, establishing a target market. Like, what the fuck?
What were they going for?
And I'm gonna say that all of those things, I'm not gonna dive into it because maybe you guys are not in that area or that realm of like business and marketing and shit. But I'm gonna say this because I know all of that. I'm going to say that I'm counseling Balenciaga. I'm counseling it because, like, I know all the details that go into before an advertisement reaches the shelf. I'm not.
So I tell you what. So for us personally, that was our example, basically, of how we can go about canceling. The cancel culture, canceling an actual business, not a person. So a lot of these days, like, people are a business in themselves, but when we talking about canceling businesses, my biggest thing about being a black consumer is that we are the number one consumers in the nation by percentage, right? In the world, right? So with that being said, we have that power. So even though I ain't a Black Panther or nothing like that,
you could be, brother.
But my point is, I know where my power is, and I know my power is in my purchases, right? So I can say to myself, I'm not going to buy from this place or this place or that place. When I go to buy food, when I go to buy clothes, when I go to buy anything on a daily, I want to know, is it black owned? Am I giving my money back to somebody that look like me? You know what I'm saying? I actually ask that question before I buy stuff. And I think that's a growth that we need to make as a people. We need to start basically recycling our shit. Before we get out of here, we want to get into one more thing. And we want to talk about the hypocrisies of the cancel culture before we get out of here. There is a picture that just resurfaced of Dallas Cowboy owner Jerry Jones standing with a crowd of white students blocking a black student from entering a Little Rock High School in Arkansas. Now, even though this picture is quote unquote old, there is no statute of limitations on you being a piece of shit. I don't care what you say.
Period.
I don't care what you say. Jerry Jones has made millions of dollars. Yes, he has billions. Billions of dollars. The Cowboys right now, if you don't know, are the highest valued football team in all of the NFL. If he sold them niggas right now, he would make more money than anybody else in sports. This is just the truth. But he in these years, he has hired black people. He has hired black coaches. He has hired black people in his office. He has hired clearly black players. You know what I'm saying? He has made all these black people millionaires. So some people trying to give him a pass. LeBron James came out and actually posted this picture. And LeBron James, who has been hit again for being quote unquote a coon, tap dancing for the white man, all that bullshit. I think LeBron James is very strategic in the way he moves, personally. You can call me a coon for it. I don't give a fuck. I feel like when you got a certain platform, you got to know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. LeBron James has mastered this.
Oh, for sure.
He's mastered it. So a lot of black people attack LeBron when Kyrie came out.
What about Dwayne Wade?
Why you not? We ain't gonna get on Dwayne Wade right now because he got his own heat going on with Boosie.
We're not gonna get on him.
Yeah, but when it comes down to this particular situation, LeBron, a lot of people get on LeBron's head because they like he don't speak up. He ain't speaking up for Kyrie. Why he ain't backing Kyrie right now?
Because it ain't right.
It wasn't the time.
Yeah.
They wanted him to come immediately. So when he came with this statement, do we have it up? LeBron James came up and basically had a statement where he said, now I posted a picture of Jerry Jones, and LeBron is a Cowboy fan, by the way, loves the Cowboys. He posted Jerry Jones on his page on Twitter, basically posted the same picture we seeing right now with Jerry Jones standing in the crowd, blocking the door for a black man to attend his high school. No reporters asked LeBron James no questions about this for a week. Nobody brought it up. He posted it on his Twitter. Same way that Kyrie Irving posted that book about the Jews being black or whatever you want to call it. They asked him, they grilled him about it right away. LeBron James pointed out and said, I'm just going to bring this up and I'm not going to ask y'all no questions. I don't want y'all to ask me no questions. I just want to point out the hypocrisies that nobody asked me about this picture in a week. It's been on my page for a week and no reporter asked me not one question. I found that really odd when y'all grilled my brother Kyrie about what he posted. I thought that was super powerful in that moment in 2022 for LeBron James to do that on his platform. He said, the fact that I'm bringing it up now, I don't want y'all to ask me no questions. Don't ask me shit. I just want to point out the hypocrisies of it. So this cancel culture, when we talk about being subjective, it is. It's subjective against niggas. Flat out.
There it is.
Very
All
much
right.
so.
So to wrap this whole thing up, cancel culture, in a nutshell.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
No, baby. What
Joey,
is you
absolutely
doing?
not.
Oh, I forgot.
Bella, you got anything to say on the way out?
No, that was a
Bella got to
good
work tomorrow.
hell of a show, y'all.
Hell of a show.
Yeah.
Some controversy here.
Time to go.
Time to go.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Tori?
I'll say this: like we all make our decisions based off the like principles and guidelines we were raised off of, right? But I feel like we have come to a consensus that if it doesn't benefit the black community, we probably
don't do all that.
I'm gonna say we come to a consensus that progression forward, we more than likely are going to cancel it. And whatever we define that as a cancel, whether we're canceling you as a person or your music or
we done canceled our music a long time ago.
Whatever the case is, we said it like benefit us as a community, and 9 times out of 10, we ain't trying to cancel you.
Right.
It's just too much.
To be honest, you
What about
fuck
you,
niggas
Joy?
really ain't got no motion in the city like that, and nigga ain't really fuck with y'all music anyway to care too tough. You know what I'm saying? R. Kells, I'm gonna fuck with Kells for the rest of my life. Him as a person, he could die. Bill Cosby, die. Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable, live.
The caricature.
I'm gonna separate you dumbass niggas. Like, y'all niggas already dumbass broke niggas, got money to be dumbass rich people. So, fuck it. If you lose some money, at the end of the day, if I was broke before Bill Cosby, I'm gonna be broke after Bill Cosby. And I got one more thing before I go.
Okay.
Those who seek God in the 11th hour typically die at 10:30.
Amen.
Right.
Amen. Hallelujah. Hey, this has been another episode of In the Cut Live, man. Season 3. Hey, cancel culture went deep today. We went really deep. We went for a long time. Can I say that? We went deep and for a long time? Okay, pause. But we did, and we got a lot of stuff off our chest. Hopefully, y'all don't cancel us for this show. But cancel culture is real, and it's really making an impact on our community. So let's just be careful who we following, how we following them, and going forward, we're gonna say how we feel, man. And we just hope that y'all rock with us. So it's been In the Cut Live, and we out of here.
Hey, you said when we gonna stop fucking with him?
Are we done?
What?
We off.